Hey folks, lads, they heard that I was going down to one night a week streaming for reasons, and Paradox said no, we're going to announce a game next week and do another live stream. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going through the live stream. We did this last time for Silk and Silver, so I thought we'd do it again. Let me move this a little bit. I thought we'd do it again today for the new one, for By God Alone. See what they have to talk to us about, because we haven't got any dev diaries still. So, I mean, I guess we get one next week. Maybe, now they've shown us this. Maybe they wanted to show us this, and then, you know, we get our hands on it. So, well, we get our hands on some dev diaries. I mean, it's out in not that long now. It's out in, what, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. I guess it's like 5.5 weeks. So I guess we might get like 5 dev diaries, I suppose, which is probably fine. Depending if they alternate them with Silk and Silver, we shall see. But yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes, just let people come in, and then we'll, like I say, just the same as we did for Silk and Silver. We're just going to watch the live stream, and I'm going to talk about it. And last time it was a 50-minute live stream, and it took us 3.5 hours to cover it. So we shall see if it takes that long. I'm going to say probably not, but we'll see. How are you doing, Knight? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you've had a good week. Another full... Yeah, this will probably... Yeah, that's the thing. It probably will be a full-length stream. We're basically just going to go until we finish covering the live stream. So however long that takes. All our dreams coming true. There you go. Oh, Ago's here as well. Can't wait for Still wish there was a baptism activity. Oh, I guess they said there wasn't then. That would be good. I wonder if that would come in like an event pack. Because that's the kind of thing I could see them doing, like an event pack around, like, you know, next year's event pack being about something this year, which is usually how the event packs work. They could do like baptisms, you know, like other, like minor, well, it wasn't exactly minor, but you know, like an event pack based around religion, maybe, with like a new activity and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see what they have to say for themselves. I could see why they won't do baptism, though, with the complaints about funeral and coronation. Maybe. Yeah, maybe they're like, oh, there's too many activity spam. You might be right, actually. That might be a reason. Because then on a character, well, yeah, I guess you'd have to, like, baptize your children. Or you could get baptized if you were... I think it brings in some gameplay. If you're like a pagan, you could get baptized and stuff like that, so it'd be interesting. Did you go to Sweden to see the new game? I did not. TY15TY. Thank you. I guess that stands for I was not one of those people, sadly. So yes, if you see your favorite Paradox streamer or YouTuber going, oh, I wonder what this game is. They can't play that game because they know what it is, but I don't know what it is. So I can play that game of I wonder what this is. So, yeah, they got to go like a month ago or so, was it? I can't remember. But, yeah, they all know what it is. But not me. I'll find out on Tuesday at Gamescom. I don't have the day off work, so I won't be live streaming it. But I'll be doing a video when I get home from work next Tuesday. And we can see. There's a lot of spam, but it'd be pretty important, as you know, being introduced to the faith. It is. That's why I wonder whether... it'll come as like an event pack. Or maybe they're just like, look, if people want it, somebody will just make a mod for it. I would be amazed if there isn't a mod pretty soon for baptism. So, we'll see. Maybe they'll bring, like I say, maybe it just comes in a patch. They've done that before. They've added like little things in patches that maybe they're working on it, but they won't get it finished in time. So they'll save it for like realm maintenance or something. And just be like, oh, here's some bonus content. So... we'll see, because it would be interesting to do. Mods are glorious. Mods are glorious, and you've got to give Paradox respect, as I always say, for letting modders do pretty much what they want. They're just not allowed to recreate DLC features. And even then, they get most of them. So, it's all good. Cristobal Naval. What would be the release date for this? This is out the 30th of September. All excited for the DLC. I mean, hopefully I'm excited for this one after watching this. We'll wait a couple of minutes, then we'll go. The Faith of the Seven, yes. Dude, this year is perfect for Game of Thrones. Like, all the Faith stuff, and then all the, you know, Iron Bank of Bravos, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, Game of Thrones mod's gonna go crazy. Oh, actually, I saw they added a bunch more of Essos, I think, last week, didn't they? They, like, shadow dropped it. Just like, oh, here's a chunk of Essos. Have at it. So, pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, on Tuesday we find out what the new game is. I wonder if we get the title. If they're announcing it at Gamescom, I'm guessing we're getting the title. I wonder when it'll be released. I wonder. I haven't watched this yet. Looking forward to it. Well, I'm going to be yapping during it, but hopefully you enjoy it as well. We'll start in a minute. And it's going to be these folks, oh, that side, these folks talking like last time. And yeah, we'll see what they have to say, what they're going to show us. Anything interesting. I haven't seen it at all yet, so it's all new to me as well, Glit. I've not seen it. I've no idea. Well, I know what they talk about, obviously, but like I've not actually watched the stream. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun for us to take a look at. Anyway, we've been waiting like 5 minutes, so we'll get going, because yeah, I'll be yapping for a while, no doubt. Let's turn the music down. There we go. Waited when you said you were doing what? Hopefully they'll show puppet stuff. Hopefully. I imagine they will, because I know it's a focus of this, some of it as well. What would be the first thing you do in a new DLC? I mean, for this, I'll just do like a theocratic. The first campaign we do on the channel will be just a theocratic campaign, starting as a priest, working way up to being the Pope. And probably just doing that in the first campaign we do on the channel. I'll see what achievements there are. I'm sure there's one that start as a chaplain. It'll be like start as a county chaplain, become the Pope, ultimately. There'll be something like that, I'm sure. I still wonder if it'd be easier to make a cardinal anti-Pope versus your random court chaplain. Probably. I would imagine it'd be easier the more powerful they are, rather than just being like, Jeff over here is the new Pope. I'm sure if he's an anti-Pope of like a differing tenet or whatever, it'll probably be easier, I would think. Kind of obligatory to play as a priest? Yes, it is. Start as High Steam, become Pope, and look, there's somebody that's going to do that. And it's not going to be me. Well, I mean, he won't be able to become Pope, or maybe he will. Maybe there is a way to just take it over. We shall see. Anyway, we're going to get going. As always, let me know if the volume needs changing. I think it's about the same as it was last time, but do let me know.
While you're in the settings menu, you should show off something cool that I have personally added, and I am very proud of.
There's going to be lots of pausing as well, like last time. Seduce 10 women as a Pope would be realistic. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be something like that for sure. So we can see this. We won't talk about what's in the background. I'm sure they're going to talk about it in a second. The church, the Christian church reform. This is the situation that you work through as the church. Your volume is fine. The developers had some sound issues early on, but they fixed it. I did skip to where they're just starting showing the actual stuff. So they probably, yeah, that was probably at the very start. So we're starting from about 10 minutes in. We're going to try and make Catholicism with Chinese characteristics an adventure and then convert the empire. Oh, that sounds fun.
How the quality was assured.
Anyway, they're going to show us something that's a little side bonus bit of content or change. So we'll see what they're going to show us.
I mean, that's up to you.
So, what was
It's
it?
under game. It's under the portrait.
There's probably new stuff in here, but we're not going to look. I'm sure there's some new settings we don't know about. Winter particle effects? Is that new? I don't know. Tree dithering? I'm always dithering, but I'm not a tree. And you were still late, Taylor. Exactly. You were still late. You were still late.
Cool.
I mean, we've literally only just started watching it, so you're fine.
Beautified deceased character.
Well, there we go. Beautified deceased characters. Sets whether deceased characters are portrayed as they looked in their prime, rather than ravaged by age, illness, and injury. And then stylized deceased characters. I wonder if that's like a different version of it. Yeah, I think the winter particle. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just shaded it with snow. Oh, I wonder if we're getting some new special effects then for it. That'd be cool. I do like the fact that we can make our dead enhance, like they're dead young selves again. I know, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of... I know some people ask for this. So, like, you'd see your character in their prime age. I mean, I don't know what they count as that. I guess it, like, snapshots how they look when they're, like, 30 or something. And then they just show it. Or I guess it just removes the modifiers. It probably resets their age to 30 and removes any bad modifiers. But interesting, I don't know. I didn't care that you looked dead, because you're dead. But I guess people wanted this, so it's fine. Gives them a sort of effect like in Legends. Oh, they show that off later? Awesome, that's cool. No need to see my tree full of old guys with canes. True, that's a good point, yeah. They should have done like a special thing for it, but it sounds like they are, so we'll see. It makes sense, it's annoying when they all look like a leper, though they're dead. I mean, yeah, good point. Good point. If they show it off later on, we'll see.
So with this option enabled, characters will be shown in their prime age after death without negative traits applied. So your dynasty tree won't be full of a bunch of gross old people.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what he says as well.
Oh yeah, I love the self-promotion.
Oh, of course. I mean, the whole stream is self-promotion.
I wonder if we get a new death screen? Because the current in-game one, everyone hates. I wonder if we get a new one with this. It would make sense, at least for Catholic realms or Christian realms.
Right. Okay. Cool. So we're starting off as an archbishop in Poland.
There we go. We're starting as an archbishop in Poland. So we are going to start in this phase, the Christian church reform. I think this is the one you always start in, if I remember the dev diary correctly. Our faith in God may be unwavering, but many have lost faith in the church. Once exemplary in their Christ-like actions, the clergy have lost much of their independence and find themselves implements of influence for kings and emperors. The Pope has a tall task before him, but the church is not beyond rescue. Though some may call this writing of the Tiller reform, the people are wary of innovation and may be more receptive to this being framed as a return to the old ways. I hope that message isn't every time you become a priest. I would imagine it's just... it probably shows every time you start a new game. Because it's like a situation, so I bet it probably does. But not once you've seen it once, it probably doesn't do it if you're staying Theocracy. Probably the first time you play a theocratic character in a campaign, you get this pop-up for the whatever one it's in, I would imagine. I wonder how it will decide what's more heretical. Will it be worse if they try to make cannibalism sacred? I mean, it all depends, I think, on... If I remember the dev diaries, like the Pope and the Council get to change the tenets. So I guess if they change it, they gradually get to be seen as, pious things. Because why would the Pope lie, I guess?
Specifically in here now, the only particular reason for that is I like him.
I heard the door opening again.
Yeah, I think...
Just got people walking past.
So,
I think you can choose what traits you make. Yes, yeah, you can. Yeah. I think each tenet has a certain value to determine how far removed it is from the existing tenets. To see, yes, there is. There's like, they talked about in one of the dev diaries, there's like the 4 different stages of tenets. So it's very hard to pick like cannibalism for Catholicism, but I think you can ultimately get it, so you can do that in the long term.
We can see right over here that we have a brand new...
Hopefully all faiths get access to tenets. Yes, they are. They are. They announced that in one of the dev diaries. Like all faiths, it's like cultures. When the culture rework happened, all faiths are getting the rework, the base rework, but then Christianity is getting all the special stuff because that's the focus. That's why I think there will be a Islamic DLC next year, because there's just, now they've kind of fleshed out the background of this system. I know they already kind of had a rework already, but I think they could add so much more to it. I think that was in one of the first dev diaries they did for this. It was at the end. They showed off the Islamic rework at the bottom in one of the dev diaries. Not much. They just showed the new layout of it. But yeah, all the religions have this tenet system. Obviously, they interact with it differently because of Catholicism being the focus.
Fun little content. The Christian church situation.
I heard that the Christian church situation is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Throughout the game, but there will be... Now I'm too loud.
No.
Oh yeah, they are having audio issues. I still hope there's a way to diplomatically mend Great Schism after it happens. I know they mentioned you can try stop it, but it's weird they haven't mentioned fixing it. I imagine you can still. I'd be surprised if you can't.
You're probably fine.
Yeah, I hear myself like...
Oh, yeah, you have a monitor in your head. You just turn that down.
Yeah, perfect. That's amazing. All right,
fantastic.
Cool. As a streamer, I don't understand people who have monitoring in their ear, so you hear your own voice in your head. I mean, that's a totally different thing, but I don't understand people who stream and have their own audio going into their headset. It's crazy. I'd be like him.
Kill myself think.
If you need to mess with your own monitor, you're
Cool.
number one.
Nice.
It's number two.
As you guys can see, we're very professional.
We set up a new streaming machine.
I also heard the church situation is crazy. It definitely seems that way.
Yeah, not gonna.
The
not
video
gonna,
production team did.
Yeah, not gonna lie. The previous PC died like 2 days ago.
The streaming PC died. I built a new one yesterday afternoon, and IT accidentally stole it an hour ago, so this is all slammed together really fast.
He's a dev. Oh yeah, no, like the guy was just saying, they had to basically build their streaming PC today. So fair enough, to be fair.
Cool. All good. Nice.
Why do we have mouse panning enabled by default?
I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Can't reach that. Give me just a second.
Yeah, sure.
And there we go. All right, now.
Nice.
Here we go. Now they're going to start talking about stuff.
Okay. Right. Like I said, we have.
I would hate constantly having my own voice in my ear. I'm one of those people who, like, physically upset hearing themselves. Oh, I'm the same dude. There you go. I hate hearing myself in my videos. It's real bad. But they've been streaming more recently for updates. You would think they've figured it out by now. I mean, the thing is, yeah, kinda, but if he had to reset up a whole streaming PC, it can be real finicky. Especially if you've got, like, 2 microphones and stuff. I can see how. Oh, dude's wearing his Minions shirt again. What a legend.
Church situation. What church situation is? It is the throughout the game.
I think Arthur Jacob. Yeah, they were. The Arthur guy was funny on the last one. I hope they do these more often because they're good for just showing it off rather than through a dev diary. It's kind of cool just seeing it in motion and seeing what's going on.
The church will evolve into its own phases. We have adopted the situation system for that as well. It is very, very similar to how the
It's got to be like China.
dynastic cycle works in China. And we can see over here.
Oh, they're blocking it. That's not fair. So yeah, it's going to work basically like everyone's favorite system. What's it called? Struggles, just like Struggles. Malf, do you prefer 867 or 1066? I prefer 867. I always start in the earliest start date. I did it in Crusader Kings too. I do in this one. I do in all the history games I play for some reason. I just like the chaos of it, to be honest. I don't mind Bordigor at all. Bordigor, I will say, doesn't bother me in the slightest. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, as Knight says, I like having Bordigor. I don't mind it at all. It honestly doesn't bother me. So I like 867 because just more crazy stuff happens. I find the later start dates are a bit like set in their ways. So until we get more mechanics like break up kingdoms and empires more often, not that I want it happening every time, but I prefer the early start date every time. I'll always play in the early start date if I can. But yeah, this is the new situation. So yeah, the Christian church, discipline, law, and Puritan zeal return to the clergy. Bishop and emperors bargain over who binds whom, and the price of clean a church is paid in blood. Yikes. We'll see. Me too, I play super slow and full RP, so it's just what happens in 867. I used to play at speed 3, but since I started streaming my content, I play at speed 4, because otherwise campaigns just take forever. So I've got used to playing at speed 4 now.
Here, the statuses of the church. We can see we're currently in the...
What's this reform? Is this the reform phase? Oh yeah, that was what they showed earlier. Yeah.
Reform phase?
Oh, they're covering half the tooltip. So religion effects on main power. The excommunicate character interaction is 50% cheaper. So we're going to get excommunications flying at the start of the game. Right in creation and reformation cost is 15% cheaper. And then the effects on the secular rulers, so, you know, non-church people, you can't see. They're in the way.
Over here from that as well.
Oh, wait, what did that say? We're going to be skipping back a bit as well. Oh, there we go. Subject. Effects on main power clerical, mild centralization. Subordinates pay 10% of their church holdings to the religious superior. So I guess that's your, you know, chaplain to an archbishop, archbishop to the pope, I guess, kind of. You can send legatine mission decision. You can send reform monastic endowment decision. This was covered in a dev diary. I think the last one they did before their break. And then effects on main power secular, you can levy the tithes decision. And then personal obligations, secular rulers get up to 25% of church holding income depending on their realm priest. So I guess their realm priest is worse, you get more? Or if the realm priest is better, do you get more? We'll find out. We'll find out. I play at speed 2 mostly, but I speed up for sieges and things like that. Yeah. Why would they want you to see stuff? I don't know. I guess they don't realize they're blocking it. But also, like, I don't know. I'd have had them in the middle because usually there isn't that much stuff like here where I am, basically. So I would have had them in the middle for these because, yeah, they're blocking like this stuff. I guess it's fine. We shall see. Oh, maybe it is opinion. You're right, yeah. Maybe it's opinion. You're right, Maxigan. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, your realm's opinion. Yeah, you're right. It's probably opinion, not how good they actually are at it.
From that as well. And from here, we can see the catalysts.
Ooh, the catalysts. Top left doesn't have much info in CK3. Yeah, true. They could have gone there as well. I mean, it's fine. We've seen more than if they hadn't done it. This is meant to be a tease, and what's more teasing than blocking critical information? Exactly. Yeah, you're not wrong. So, catalyst towards investiture controversy. So we know what the next phase is, or potential. I think you can have 2, as they're showing behind them. I think every phase has 2 possible next phases, if I remember right. So you start in... I think you always start in Reform, and then there's 2 each like phase that you go through. So I think there's 2 outcomes, although it does say... Well, I guess they might say here. So you can see all the different options, same as anything else that has, you know, like any other struggle and stuff. So yeah, ruler pushes towards investiture controversy, so I guess you can push it that way, which is cool. A member of the clergy has been elevated to the clerical region title, so that's if they go into a, whatever they're called. You know what I mean. So like a hybrid between a struggle and dynastic. I mean, the dynastic cycle is just a struggle. I mean, that's all it is. It's just with a fancy graphic. But yeah, basically, it's basically like they said. It's a dynastic cycle just reworked into this. Investiture is the main phase. That's the one of the most medieval period. It's basically what you think of when you think of if you imagine corrupt popes. So yeah, I guess there's an investiture controversy phase that's second. All the rest are pretty obvious. Ruler sponsors an anti-pope. That's only worth 25 points. I mean, I kind of feel like that should be worth more than 25 points, but there you go. The head of faith strips a cardinalate, so if they get rid of a cardinal. Court chaplain is murdered. Ruler revokes a holy order's lease. Interesting.
That will push it into, for example...
I like fancy graphics as well.
More on that on Tuesday.
Oh, more. Oh, okay. We're going to find out about investiture controversy on Tuesday, so I guess we are getting a dev diary on Tuesday.
We're on that on Tuesday.
Yeah, don't steal our dev diary thunder.
Okay, I don't know what dev diary we're doing.
We're doing investiture controversy.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. That's what we're finding out about on Tuesday. I hope they rework Silk Road for the Trans-Saharan trade route for the trade DLC. They're not. I mean, they've said they might not even get the Silk Road redone for it, so they're definitely not going to get the Trans-Saharan trade route. I wonder if we get that when we get some kind of Africa content. That would be good for, like, you know, special content for them.
Cool, nice. Then we'll see it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Jacob, you're... I feel like we should have more of a script for this, you know? No, I agree. I agree. All right. As we can see, we have a brand new way to play the Crusader Kings.
Question: do courtiers on the council, if you're the Pope, need to be cardinals? I don't know, actually. They've not talked about that. Well, you don't own a... Well, do you... Well, yeah, I guess you do own a realm. No, I would imagine not. I would imagine not. Africa needs content badly. I think it does need some. I mean, if we do get Islamic content next year, it will give some to, like, the northern bit. So, it might just end up being a part of the map that just gets content, like, second-hand content. So, like, there's always stuff in all the DLC that works there, but there's never a focused DLC on Africa. But I would imagine at some point they will get something. I still want my monastic orders to periodically give beer and cheese. I probably will. If the Silk Road exists and trade routes exist, then all the bones are there for Trans-Saharan trade content. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to get it in this DLC. We might get one in the future. I'm pretty sure cardinals is only for popes, if I know my Christianity, but I'm no priest. No, but he's saying instead of having like your courtiers be your court positions, does it have to be cardinals? Do cardinals basically take over those roles? But I don't think so. I think you'll have that and it'll be separate. Once you do Mother of Us All and there's nothing to do in Africa, I would agree, probably. Again, Zanzibar Trade Empire could be fun in the DLC after this.
And that is via not theocrats, but ecclesiastics.
Oh, here we go. So ecclesiastical government type uses treasury, which we knew. Ecclesiastical is a theocratic government form held by Christian clergy rulers, such as bishops and archbishops. And then just, yeah.
Realm government.
That makes sense. I was thinking in terms of a Game of Thrones with councillors tending to be Lord Paramounts. Yeah, I would imagine you'll have them separate. And I see an estate on the map. Yes, theocratic rulers have an estate. That would be why. Still need to do Mother of Us All. It's fun. It's very... The end bit's very tedious, converting everything, but it's fun up to that point.
Ooh, cool, nice.
Very shiny.
Ecclesiastic government type is very, very specific to...
Oh, yeah, because we know there's two. There's, like, theocratic, and then there's like, another government type that's non-Christian, I think, if I remember the dev diary right. So we can see this is the Prince Bishop they're playing as. So you can see we now have Liege, Player Heir, which is a different dynasty now, obviously, because theocratic. You can see Superior, which is the Pope in this example. It'd be interesting to see if, like, Chaplain, their Superior, is like a bishop, but we'll find out. I guess Lowborn, I guess that badge now is where, because you're a non-dynastic character in this example, this is showing, I guess, what secular realm you're part, no, whatever. Not secular, the other one. Realm you are. Everyone's going to have an estate at this rate? I think everyone is, pretty much. There's a mod for feudal estates. I think it's called Manor Lords. What, you mean the game? I don't think we see anything else different here, really. Obviously, these are the Roman rite, so instead of just having Christianity, you now have the rite that you follow. I think most people follow this or Chalcedonian, or not Chalcedonian, Chalcedonian, or whatever it's called. They'll show it later, I'm sure. In the 867 start date. What are we in, though? 1066. Oh, that's why it's different now. But I don't think anything else different. Subordinates. That usually is courtiers, isn't it? I wonder if that's changed for everyone. I can't remember from the last one, but yeah, it's nothing else different. New graphics stuff, new items. I'm curious how inheritance is going to be decided, or if it's random if you start as a lowborn priest. I would imagine if you start at the bottom level, it just creates a character. If you have nobody else. Because they did mention in the dev diary, you can, like, groom another character to, like, take your place. And obviously if you're trying to dynasticize, that's not a word. You know what I mean, though. You have to get enough power to basically have dynasty members become that second in line. But I think at the beginning, yeah, I'm sure they'll talk about it later on. They have covered it before where, yeah, you know who's going to replace you, like in this example, Player Heir. And you can change this, I believe, if you have enough power to do it.
Christian Europe. There are still a few theocracies around the world that are...
Sort of like squires? Yeah, basically like the squire system, I think. At the very beginning, and then you could, like, bring characters into it, if I remember correctly. It's interesting that all Under Heaven treasury system has been brought over here. Does that mean we get corrupt cardinal playthroughs where they steal from our treasury? Probably. Yeah, probably. Can cardinals vote to pick the pope? Yes, I believe they do, don't they? I'm sure they'll talk about it, but I think that was in the dev diary already. You can ask your brother for one of your nephews, take the vows, and then mentor him. Yes, there you go, yeah. And then as you get more power, yeah, you can end up just making it almost dynastic. Once you, like, steal enough power in your church.
Are playable. However,
they don't get the shiny stuff.
All the content is for Europe, right?
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
This is a Christian expansion.
Yeah, it is the expansion I wanted ever since we released the game. So I'm quite happy with it, right? We can see this as us.
So this dotted line, this is the archdiocese that he runs. And as they talked about, I'm sure they'll talk about it in this again. It's going to be like the last live stream. I'm going to say things and then they're going to say it. This is like the realm that you rule as an archbishop in this example. So it crosses borders. You know, you're playing on like another level above the general map. I know they said you can change church lands into feudal or something like that. I wonder if you can make the Pope just hate you. I also hope it's at least challenging. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it's like.
Archbishop Piotr of Gniezno were a lowborn part of the Catholic clergy. Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, because you're part of the Catholic clergy. That's why it shows there.
All right, so let's start by showing off the estate.
Yeah, right. We have a brand new.
Now, here we go. The ecclesiastical estate. I like this art style. I think it's really good. I do kind of wish they go back and redo tours and tournaments to use this art style as well. I think it'd look cool. I wonder if rights allows some clergy to wed. Yes, they do. They already talked about that. You can, if like the power's weak enough, or in one of the no, it's in one of the situation phases. You can marry as clergy. They already. I think that was in the last dev diary. They talked about that.
Estate over here. We have a.
Well, there's the cathedral. So 5 gold taxes, domicile 2 gold, prestige, piety. I would have thought you'd get more piety than 0.3, but I guess it's the first tier, so I don't know. It just seems like you get more than that. To say you get 2 gold, I would have thought you get more piety, but I guess it might be overpowered then. I still wish they kept the Tours art style. Oh, for this? I mean, I would have been happy either way, but I like this like more medieval art style. And then, yeah, obviously it's going to work the same as other ones like this. You're going to be able to upgrade it and then have these mini upgrades as well.
Cathedral as the main one, giving us quite a decent bonuses. Internal upgrades too.
Oh, what are these? So, sacristy. Piety, 2% more piety. Oh, that's pretty good. More gold as well. Funeral costs for Roman Rite rulers in this province. Oh, interesting. So it's only for the... I guess it makes sense, but for the rite that your archbishop is... will make it cheaper for you to do funerals. But if yours is different, you won't get that reduction. I guess it makes sense. I hadn't thought about that, though. It wasn't until around the 12th century that Catholic Church banned marriages. Yes. He's a county tier bishop. I hope he's not going to get 10 piety at the start. Well, we don't know how, like, the actions are balanced. Like, piety-wise. I just thought Cathedral would give you more than that to begin with. But I guess, I mean, it's 1066. Like, you're halfway through the game. But yes, you're right. Thought it was going to be interesting to play as a member of the church. Starting to change my mind. Thought it wasn't going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to do this. I think it's going to be most interesting to play it as a mix in your campaigns. Like, I'm going to play as an adventurer. And then when you do the, you know, choose your destiny at the end of when you die. Choosing, oh, I'm going to play as this theocratic ruler that's in my house. And then when you die, you know, maybe I've had enough of playing this. I'll choose my destiny and play a different character. If you have a dynasty, you could hop between dynasties, actually, I guess. Depending on how they set it up, I wonder if that's possible. Or whether, yeah, that'd be interesting, actually, how that's going to work. I wish I could start with a family so I can get dynastic legacy bonuses. I mean, depending on which one you play as, you will be able to. Not sure I like the level 1 estate building called a cathedral. Makes it sound very great and grand for fairly modest estate holding. But you're only going to have these in the, like, areas. Oh, actually, a good point. Yeah, I wonder if you're playing as a court, like a court chaplain, whether you get one. I think you do. Yeah, maybe it would have been better if it was like a church at level 1. Yeah, interesting. We'll see, actually. We'll see. You technically can change dynasties, just not an Iron Man. True, yeah, you can. This character's the Archbishop, to be fair. Yeah, yeah, so I wonder... But it does say level 1. So, yeah, that's interesting. We'll see. I most would like to have one large dynasty with 2 potential sides, one feudal, the other religious. Imagine having a pope and an emperor in the family. You can do that. They said already you can basically do that. By the end, if you centralize enough power on the pope, and then you can basically do that and end up just making the church dynastic ultimately. And so you could, in theory, do that.
And naturally, another buildings.
And then you can have other, obviously, upgrades as well. I can never say this word. Palace here. Diplomacy per level of devotion +1. Clergy opinion +5. Obviously, kind of similar to stuff we see elsewhere. Oh, the baptistry. That's funny, because we're not getting baptism, but we are getting a special building. Increased conversion acceptance +15. Demand child for the cloister acceptance. Interesting. Newly christened children and converts in the Archdiocese receive recently baptized a buff. So that's cool. Because, yeah, I mean, your Archdiocese, you might have pagans in there, and then you can baptize them, convert them to your faith, and then they get this bonus. Interesting. I'm sure you can send non-heir sons to the cloth and make them pope. Yeah, you could. I guess that's what this... And you can demand child for the cloister. I guess that's you saying to somebody, like, send me your child, and then there'll be a monk or whatever. Imagine the Pope getting the nickname the Spawn of Satan. We've had some of those in our campaigns.
However,
what's this one down here? Chancery. Allow the promulgate word of pious deeds decision. Wonder what that is. Demand chastity. Demand divorce. Order spiritual counsel. Confessor fabricate claim on county, I guess. Rulers in Archdiocese -5%. So maybe it makes it cheaper for rulers in this realm. Who knows? We'll find out.
It is not as easy to just click over here and upgrade the estate. We need to use a great project building.
Oh, that's interesting. So where's the baptism? You just get, it's just, it happens just off screen. Interesting, they're saying you can't just upgrade it. You have to use a great project to upgrade these. You don't just press the button and upgrade it.
Right? So we can go ahead and already start doing that.
Can we? It's quite expensive.
It is
interesting. So yeah, you do your upgrades through this rather than through... Oh, I guess this is because you can get people to contribute towards it. So it's like a mixture of grand temples and estates. So that's cool. Yeah, like mandala, basically, yeah. So cathedral works like the mandala. Yeah, basically, yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then it makes sense because, yeah, you can get, like, other rulers to contribute towards it. Set the gleaming cross atop from stone walls, atop stately domes and high towers. Bring the wondrous light of heaven to earth and have it shine in the holy prelate's throne and altar. After decades of noble toil, a great beacon will shine out to worshippers near and far. An unfinished Grand Cathedral Grand Project will be constructed in the selected barony. You gain started Grand Cathedral construction. You get 8 spiritual fulfillment, which I'm sure they'll talk about later. It's basically like, if you haven't seen it, it's like religious stress system. And yeah, this is where you can like badger people to pay for it, which is cool. I like this actually. I believe you can request financial aid from the Pope. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah.
However...
Oh, we scroll down. Nice. The project complete. The owner in the selected barony gets a Grand Cathedral. Well, obviously. A Grand Cathedral building is constructed in the selected barony. Isn't that the same? Oh, I guess that's just saying the owner of the cathedral complex gets it. Because I guess you can... They might say, but I wonder if, like, as a secular ruler, can you build this? Can you just say, I'm going to build this? You know, rather than it being like your archbishop says, I want to start building this, and then you help fund it. I wonder if you can just start it. I don't know if they talked about that previously. I should have reread all the other dev diaries, but that would be cool if you could. Just say, I want to do this. It's interesting using treasury for upgrades. I guess all rulers will need those for estates. Does Landless uses gold, doesn't it? I guess if you have to donate towards this as a landed ruler, it just converts your gold into treasury. You'll just see gold instead of treasury as the icon, I guess. As it's basically a 1-for-1 trade anyway. Yeah, Landless uses gold. Yeah.
We're only missing 33...
Yeah, so I guess if you're interacting this as a landed ruler, yeah, this will just say gold instead of treasury for you. It's the only one. Yeah, true, they do all use treasury now. I think it's just a way of balancing it, so you can't just build up loads of money. Well, I guess you could just convert it to treasury. It's something around balancing why they do it.
Treasury, but the moment we start like trying to build it up, the Pope or other clergy can assist us and actually add funding to that. However, it is expensive, so we'll see.
Shows contributions. I think the treasury represents the church money. Ah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that's what it is for, like, the Byzantines. It's your personal money as, like, a duke. But then, yeah, the funds for the realm are treasury. Yeah.
Right. We also have mass conversion.
Oh, this is the mass conversion thing where you can mass convert entire duchies and stuff. With sufficient resources, we can bring the light of the Lord not simply to individual heathens, but to an entire pagan realm. To our tutelage, this is going to be so overpowered at launch, it's going to be ridiculous. I say this gets nerfed in like 2 days. I wonder if there are ways for other bishops to stop construction, or if they forgot that. Oh yeah, that'd be cool, yeah. Creating the Bank of Rome can fix the... yeah, true, yeah. Counties within the target duchy... Oh yeah, so it is duchy, it's not the entire realm. That are not Catholic will change to Roman Rite. Will be cheaper to use feudal holding interaction. Oh, feudalized holding is cheaper? Man, that's good. Because feudalizing holding is so expensive. So that's cool, actually. It speeds this up. That could actually be really good for when you're playing. I can smell the nerfs. This gets nerfed. Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, how expensive is it? 500 piety and 50? That doesn't seem like a lot. This seems like it should be way more than that. There must be some other restriction on it, because otherwise, like, it's just going to go ham. We'll see.
Version, great product. However, will be not delving
way too cheap. Yeah, it should be like at least double that price, I would think.
Get to that right now. So, what we
should be tied to level of devotion. Oh, it would be cool actually if it was. Maybe you could do a county. I mean, I guess you could do that already. But yeah, like a duke, and then if you're the Pope, you get some kind of reduction in trying to do it. Maybe it should require the ruler to be Christian. The ruler to be Christian. Oh, that you're trying to convert. Yeah, but like historically, they just went out to convert, other realms and stuff like that. So I see what it's recreating, but I think that does seem cheap. I mean, maybe there's a chance of failing. Like maybe it isn't just a success every time. So maybe that's why it is cheaper.
we can do is we can unpause the game. We can go into learning.
Oh, have any of these changed? No.
Absolutely max out that piety.
Yeah, piety is the primary.
Oh, that's your personal tenant, which he hasn't chosen yet. Are we getting missionaries? No. No, we're not. Again, that might be something we get in the future.
Resource for ecclesiastical characters.
Yeah.
Shockingly enough.
If you ever want to excommunicate someone just like that, piety, it's why not?
I feel like we're going to get a lot more excommunicated characters when we're playing this. A lot more.
Let's show off the personal tenants real quick.
Yes, that's correct. So we have over here a new alert.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, I know they're going to talk through it, but this is where you adopt ones yourself rather than, from your stuff. From the ones you know, and then ones you can discover.
This is personal tenants. How the system works is most of the tenants in game right now, if not all of them actually, have bonuses. And if you choose to...
Let's see, what are some of these? Purgatorium. Stress breaks might remove sinful traits and replace them with virtues. Lads, that's real good. I mean, obviously you don't want a lot of stress breaks, but that's pretty good. That's been pretty good. You've been out of loop of the dev diaries. I mean, it's been a while. I don't mind. It's fun talking about them anyway. I don't know how I guess that's Latin, but this one. Development growth increases when building on holy sites. Each pilgrimage in one of your faith's holy sites grants piety and spiritual fulfillment. The first pilgrimage to each grants everyone traveling 1 skill point. Wow, that's real good. So everyone that travels with you, so if you do that, if you pay for everyone to come with you, everyone gets a skill point. That's pretty good.
To adopt that tenant.
What's religious law? Learning per level of devotion +1. Your learning adds +2 interaction acceptance per point when attempting rightful imprisonment. Okay. Condemnation interaction. Ooh, condemnation. And gain the religious scholar trait. What, for free? Just for picking it? Okay. Playing as a shy character, no problem. I know, right? If you take over as a sinful character, you're just like, well, I guess they might not know these. That's the thing. You've got to know these to be able to choose them. So I'd just be choosing that every time.
And some of them don't really have it right now because this is still an in-development build, as we can see in the top left corner.
Well, let's have a look. Simonia. Monthly stewardship lifestyle experience, 25%? Oof. Gifts reduce stress, grant a little spiritual fulfillment, and build twice as much opinion. That's pretty good. Some of these are pretty good. Where you get free traits for tenants. Yeah, that's what they're saying. These now have... these aren't traits. They're just like... I mean, they kind of work like traits, I guess. These are work in progress. Yes. Yes. The actual traits will be even more broken. I should have known that's where that was going. The thing is, though, if your Catholic characters or Christian characters are going to have these bonuses and other characters aren't, so it's going to go crazy, lads. It's going to go crazy. A Successio Apostolica. Advancing Cardinals raises their palpably score by a further 10. So if you advance a Cardinal, they get 10 more points towards becoming Pope, I guess. That's what that the Pope-mobile. Nice, they got that as well. Having your legitimacy preached by the head of faith in person grants additional legitimacy. Deposing an anti-pope grants legitimacy and spiritual fulfillment. Okay. And these are some nice bonuses. We are getting the power of God, yeah.
Specific tenant. We now earn.
So yeah, you basically pick one of these, and then it can be in line with your faith, or it can be against your faith. And you'll see, I guess, this bar change when he picks one, whether you're fulfilled, like, are you following your Roman rite, or are your personal beliefs different to the faith you say you follow? So you could say, I'm Roman rite Catholic, but then you can pick, like, a heretical tenet that goes against that, and it's going to be bad. Always wanted to go in the Pope-mobile? I know, right? So always looks cool. Ora El Labora can use the develop capital decision, gains the gardener trait. Pax e Torugadai, definitely how you pronounce it. A number of knights -1. Landed rulers, we're not going to read all of these, but I'm interested in them. Landed rulers can pay piety instead of gold for purchase truce interaction for twice the price. Every 5 years spent in peace grants 1 random skill point. Okay. Can use the call to war interaction is cheaper with same faith allies when warring against rulers of a hostile faith. That's actually pretty cool. Gets you the gardener trait, gives you some trait. Yes, true. Yeah, you do get the gardener one. So yeah, that gives you even more. So
and bonuses from the following tenets.
So these look cool. Miles Christi, martial per level of devotion +1, number of knights +1, gains faithful blade trait. I mean, some of these are pretty decent. This is going to be fun on like every new character you play, like trying to decide, or I guess maybe you take over a character and they already have them, and then you've got to work towards that maybe. Excommunications are death sentences. I mean, maybe.
So for example, if we want to...
Let's have a look at some more of these. Duelia can use the select a patron saint decision, unless your right forbids it. Increases your chance of canonization after death. Ooh, oh yeah, because we're getting saints in this. Felis Adoptivus. Legitimacy, piety, and spiritual fulfillment when adopting a character. These look really cool. These are fun. It's good for RP. Yeah, this is going to be great for RP players. Looking forward to seeing all the complaint posts on the forums and Reddit about people getting excommunicated for breathing wrong. It's going to happen. I guess excommunication historically in the Catholic world kind of a death sentence. So I would argue that it's an improvement in the claims of realism. Well, as we know, archbishops can excommunicate you now, not just the Pope. So it's not the Pope only. If you're in an if you're in a bishop in a archdiocese, the archbishop can excommunicate you as well. And as they cross borders, as I said in my Dev Diary coverage, it's going to be interesting because you could, you know, if you're the King of England, you could try excommunicate the King of Wales using the Archbishop of Canterbury. So, you know, it's stuff like that that's going to be really interesting to play.
There's one very...
He's looking for a certain one, but I'm going to read some more of these out. Communion, same faith, that's nothing too crazy. Caritas, diplomacy per level of devotion, tax is worse. General opinion +5. Ransoming another character grants piety and spiritual fulfillment scaled on the gold paid. That's pretty cool. So if you pay for somebody to get out of prison, you basically get a bunch of piety and spiritual fulfillment.
Whatever you want to like specifically.
You gotta hit the adopt button first.
Yeah, I do have to hit the adopt button.
Why are people doing RP in a map painter? Taylor's
Taylor's
you're trolling.
piety,
You're
but
trolling. I
in-
know. Actus Apostolorum Legacy, Legend spread chance plus 20%. That's pretty decent. Spiritual fulfillment gain from converting characters. Again, these are pretty cool.
Inadaptic trait. And from here,
God, if only you
Yeah, so there you go. So he's adopted this one as his personal tenet, and he's getting plus 2 diplomacy, 25% more piety. That's pretty good. Allows become an adventurer decision. Okay. Gains the inappetite, whatever, you know, he doesn't like eating. Interesting, you can get the become adventurer decision just from this. And then as you can see, as this is an accepted tenet for Roman rites, Catholicism, you can see spiritual fulfillment went up. So even just by having this, he's more fulfilled.
it was that easy in real life.
yeah, right? I mean, there's meds for it, man. And then from now, we can see that we have the bonuses.
That's pretty cool. I like this. I like this. I think it's going to be cool to change between them. And obviously, this isn't just for priests and stuff. This is any character that follows this. Can you have more? I'm sure they'll say. I think this does go up.
With this, however, there's also a tenant popularity, which we can talk about maybe.
Oh, tenant popularity. I guess which ones have been picked the most. That's cool. You can see like in real time who's following which ones. That's cool.
A bit later. But there's also your own spiritual fulfillment. You can see that
Oh, I wanted to see that tooltip.
a bit later. But there's also your own spiritual fulfillment. You can see that.
Ah, I can't pause in time. Do non-Christians have personal tenets? I think every religion gets this. I think this is one of the systems every religion gets. If I remember correctly, it's in one of the dev diaries. I think they get tenets. I'm pretty sure they get this system. Let me have a look. I think it was in the last dev diary they did. I think it's said at the bottom. But I'm pretty sure they do. However, it's part of the general faith rework. I'm pretty sure it was. I'll have a quick look at the dev diary. No, it wasn't that one. I'm sure it was in one of them. Said tenets was one of the things that comes in. Republic Vision. I'm just going to quickly looking through them. Right. It's giving me a, are you a robot though? Am I a robot? I'm not. Puppets in theocratic play. Maybe it was in this one. In other faiths. There we go. Oh no, it's puppets. Yeah, so I think non-Catholic, non-Christian faiths get the tenet thing like this. Yeah. Only a month to go to expect. Yeah, it's only like 5.5 weeks. So yeah, this you get for any religion. It's only the fancy stuff basically that is only Catholics. This is part of the rework for everyone else. Right. So I think it's actually the bottom of this dev diary. They say the key distinction between Christianity and other religions. With respect to the above, which was talking about tenets and ecclesiastical power, is the admin institutions of the church split up into its regions based on the ancient Roman provinces. Everything else that's Christian only flows from this. The titles, interactions, the way it spreads, the influence of the right, the way the money flows through the organization, etc. So yeah, the basic tenet thing is on all religions. So this is on all religions.
On whether you go to spiritually fulfilled.
I believe, anyway.
Or
so doomed. If you're doomed. So if you keep going against your religion, you'll become doomed in the end. Can use the fabricate hook scheme against your court chaplain. No spiritual fulfillment loss or strain or stress gain from hostile schemes except murder. No spiritual fulfillment loss or stress from murder schemes. May use dread to establish puppets and have them behave wickedly. So if you're doomed, you can, do whatever you like with your court chaplain. So all religions can become too divergent, become new faiths? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, basically this base stuff, all religions get. It's just like, the College of Cardinals, the Pope, the cathedral things we've seen, and some of the fancy stuff that's Catholic only.
Doomed, just straight up. There's different bonuses depending on what you actually want to play with the church, as in...
This is an amazing... Yeah, I see it's in line with the culture rework, to be honest.
On good terms, or whether or not you're the second reincarnation of Satan.
Yeah, it's not necessarily good or bad, it's just different playstyles being further enabled.
Exactly.
Again, this is going to be good for, I think, like how I play the game, playing characters as I find them and stuff like that. If you've got an evil character, you're going to pick tenets that don't match your right, and then the church will... And then spiritual fulfillment's how you feel versus your religion. So, you can say, like, oh, outwardly I'm Roman right, but internally I'm evil, basically.
The number of personal tenets depends on your status in the church as well. For example, it is based on level of devotion, that's for sure. And I think Pope gets additional one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so this goes up as you go up your levels of devotion. You get more tenets, and as he said, the Pope gets an extra one by the sounds of it. Great for RP, makes sinners evil. Yeah, it does. Yeah, if you're playing a sinner, it'd be cool.
With all of this, naturally, we wanted to...
Well, we've been going for nearly an hour, and we've gone 5 minutes into this, so I guess we better speed up.
To make sure to...
I mean, yapping a bit too much.
Story as well.
Stat stacking, not in this
That's
game.
why, one of the most fun ways to play the game is play via the Prince Bishop, then become the Archbishop, then we can interact with Pope.
Oh, there you go. There's the Pope. Yeah, so he's saying it's fun to start, at the bottom and work your way up, obviously. So is there anything new here? Puppet Clerical Ruler. So that's about the puppet system, obviously. Request Cardinalate. Request Treasury Funds. Evangelize Personal Tenet, which I think this is where you can switch the tenets that are the official ones with the ones you believe as Pope. So if you get a string of evil popes, it does gradually turns Catholicism evil. It's never been evil. What am I talking about? Pope has a fancy new staff. He does. Yeah, it looks like this is a new thing that everyone has.
Ask him to become a cardinal.
Oh, this is you asking the Pope to become... Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's him asking the Pope to do stuff. So he's asking to become a cardinal. 1,000 piety? Doesn't seem expensive enough, but...
Piety, so we can...
You gotta go, Ego. Well, thanks very much for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it.
Really do that right now. And from cardinal, we can go...
Oh, there we go. Line of succession. It will be inherited according to the Pope's male-only theocratic elective law. So we'll see, I guess.
College of Cardinals.
Oh, he's blocking it. This is cool, though. I like the stained glass behind it. Yeah, the Cardinals, how many supporters they've got. So he's got 10 supporters, 5 and 5. Cardinals voting for the Cardinal in the papal election. So when the Pope dies, basically there's an election. And whoever gets the most votes. Off to Essos with you, Igor. Just like the Blackfire traders.
And this is how we do succession for the papacy right now. We have 3 cardinals.
College of Cardinals is much overdue. It is. To say with 5 years. I mean, we haven't got a HRE with proper mechanics, but yes, College of Cardinals should be in a long time ago. So the populous, the pious, and the powerful. They talked about this in the dev diary. There's basically always 3 candidates, I think, and it's the popular guy, the most pious guy, and then the most powerful, the guy who has the most power. So they're the 3 ways you can do it. To become the populist, stand above all other cardinals in fame, raise your level of fame and diplomacy, keep friends within the College of Cardinals, have personal tenets with high tenet popularity, and use the promulgate words of pious deeds decision. So you can basically work your way towards this. I remember there was a mod that added a College of Cardinals, but it's kind of limited. Yeah, this is going to be so good, I think.
List, cardinals will put their vote into who think they should rule. And as we can see over...
I thought they were all the same guy for a second. Are they all cousins? Look, they just have the same fashion, but he's had his for way longer, so it's been around the wash a few times, so the colours come out. But these guys, brand new ones, brand new. They look like this. This is the Spanish Inquisition.
Over here, each and every...
Ooh, the Dulia. Veneration of Saints tenant. So Oh, here we go. Yeah, if Cardinal Dufour is elected, he will replace Succession Apostolica with his preferred tenet, Dulia. Oh, so this is where you can see if he becomes Pope, this is what he's going to change in the Roman Rite Catholic, whatever the biggest rite is in the church, the leading one. It actually tells you here what he will do. So he'll change this one for his. That's cool. So this is how you can, like, you know, skullduggery affect the church by getting in different popes. Yeah, the Pope changes the whole faith. Yeah, I think they could change one each time. So you'll gradually see, like, the church change a bit, which is cool. So relics drawn from saints carry an additional... Oh, this is for Dulia. So yeah, if you made Dulia one of the main tenets of Catholicism, of Roman Rite Catholicism, it would give you these bonuses, basically. Drawing a relic from a dynasty member grants renown. Canonizing saints and drawing their relics costs less Pydian gold. Canonizing a saint grants every ruler of that faith a new intercessor for 5 years. Alright. The Pope is important. Who would have thought? I know, right? Who would have thought? Makes the following traits virtuous. Zealous and consecrate blood. With the... Oh, so these are also affecting your spiritual fulfillment. I guess that does make sense. So yeah, if you're a zealous character, you'll be more fulfilled in your faith. With the following effects, and then obviously makes this a sin, makes cynical a sin, and then, yeah, changes it and makes this tenet permitted. So you can then, as a normal character, choose this one without any downsides. Cool.
I don't know if, for example, this...
I forgot if they mention it in the dev diary, but our election's an instant. I don't know, actually. I don't think they mentioned that in the dev diary, actually. Or whether there's a delay whilst it's voted on. I don't know, actually. Maybe they say now.
Cardinal is elected, he will enact this tenet into the main Catholicism. So in about 50 years, your Catholicism may look a bit differently than what you started with.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the fact it will gradually change, because historically it did, so that's cool. That's a cool system.
The one request on Twitch, can you show us the papal courtroom?
Of course we can.
Oh, we get to see the new papal courtroom.
We should definitely show this one off.
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't this one already in the game? I guess it's not. I guess it looks kind of similar to one that's in the game already. It looks pretty good, I guess. I don't know. It looks fine.
Oh, look at this.
I love our art team so much.
It's so good.
The art team is good. Second favorite behind the Byzantine. The Byzantine one is cool. It's a bit basic. It'd be cool if it started as, like, not as nice, and then as you progress through the centuries. It'd be cool, actually, if it scaled with how powerful the church is. So if the church got more powerful, it got fancier and fancier. I think that would be pretty sweet. And imagine more gold. Always.
What else is there fun to show? We'll display it. We have a bunch of new lists.
Oh, here we go. Proclaim the living word. Establish a dynasty. Interesting. Is that in the game already? I can't remember. I guess you can't play as a lowborn character, can you? Or can you if you're in a landless thing? No, you always get one, don't you? Consecrate a new kingdom. Mend the great schism through diplomacy. Mend the great schism through conquest. So there you go. You could just go conquer them, or you could try to do it through diplomacy. Found a monastic order. Unite the Western Slavs. That's already in there. Interesting. Establish a dynasty is a thing for priests. They talk about it. Ah, cool.
Decisions. Obviously, the huge big ones. We've also had the monastery.
Yeah, the great schism through diplomacy and conquest is cool. Being able to do it the two different ways.
Monastic orders. However, I think we'll have a dev talk talking about them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can skip on that for now.
Proclaim yourself anti-pope. Let's go.
We also wanted to not really lock people into governments. That's why
Oh, this is interesting. Convert your Roman to feudal.
If you want to switch to become a feudal, for example, you have a decision right over here.
Oh, it just feudalizes your county. And a new archbishop takes over the archdiocese. Okay, that makes more sense. Interesting is that you can mend the schism through conquest or diplomacy. Historically, the church attempted many times to correct the schism diplomacy through many a conference. Yeah, that's why it's cool that you can do the two different ways. That's fun. As the nominal authority of God's law, Catholics look to me as a spiritual guidance. Alas, I feel unfit for the task and defer such judgment to my confessor. My expertise lies in the temporal, and it is only right to take up a secular crown. Other people know I am in charge, not priests or even God. Interesting, yes, you could just say, and then I guess you just have a county instead. Interesting, I return to the realm of mortal men. What is this, Lord of the Rings? Start a new Dynasty gameplay is going to be my new get-to. I love the idea. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
You become feudal at a cost of...
It costs you quite a lot to do this.
Of yourself, really. Definitely level of devotion.
There's only one level, though.
Feudal.
Yeah.
However, if I remember correctly, low-level feudals can also become...
Yeah, if they're under a certain rank, they can convert to a theocratic type rule.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, so you can go the other way as well? If you're under a certain... I think he said if they're under a certain rank, you can convert to theocratic. That's wild if you can, actually. That's crazy if you can.
We can also study the scriptures.
Study scriptures, you start study... Oh, so this is like studying for the exams in China, basically.
It is an ongoing scheme.
Low, so maybe barons and mayors. Well, you can't play as mayors, but yes, I would imagine if you're a solo baron, you can convert to a theocratic realm. I guess it's you saying like, oh, I'm building a church, and then, you know, we gradually change to being the bishops, I guess. I imagine you have to be like independent and a count or something.
That will help us gain more piety. So let's go.
But yeah, that's just the studying in China system, basically.
Bump the speed up.
Bump the speed up, sure. The more piety we have, the better, naturally. Our income is very, very heavily dependent on our position. The more, the higher...
Oh, look at this book. It's a cool book. What if you're a republic and then you convert to theocracy? Might be CK3 future planning? I wonder if you could do that. I bet you can't, but it'd be cool if you could. Yes, this is again them studying to get piety. This looks like a cool book, though.
We are of title, the more we'll be gaining in money.
You'd like the bishop staffs? Yeah, these staffs are cool. Obviously, it looks like they get fancier and fancier the higher you get up.
As well. And right now we can see we have up to 7 treasury a month, which is quite good.
We've got to start our cathedral upgrade.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, wait, they showed...
Start our cathedral upgrade.
Yeah, that's right.
Any new ones here? Ecumenical Council, we've heard about these already. Oh, interesting. University visits cost treasury. Oh, so does pilgrimage as well. That's not bad. It doesn't use gold for these. No other new ones, though.
Let's go ahead and do
I wonder if the court positions are different. No, they look the same. Yeah.
that. The decision, upgrade projects.
So there you go. He's going to upgrade this. So upgrade to a Grand Cathedral. And then, yeah, you have to have all this. I guess it's quite a bit of money. This is only the first upgrade. You're also getting 1,000 piety, which is pretty decent, to be honest. I guess you are building a massive cathedral. But like other grand projects, it looks like you can basically, you know, get hooks on people and force them to help pay for it.
Cool. And
oh, actually, there's a whole bunch more of bonus stuff.
Hopefully, soon.
Yeah, you get sacred frescoes, stained glass, northern chapel, southern chapel. Nice. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
If really likes us, they will start investing in it as well. So, what can you do as an archer?
You gain spiritual fulfillment? Yes.
Bishop?
Yeah, it looks like you gain spiritual fulfillment from a whole bunch of stuff. I guess it makes sense how you're interacting with your religion. Changes it.
Thank you for asking me.
Of course.
Amazing.
That's why I'm here.
As an archbishop, naturally, what you would really like to do is become the Pope. Pope is the absolute ultimate power of authority.
I wonder if you can say you don't want to
He's
be
not
Pope.
The only one. You answer to Pope. However, because we are an archbishop, we can also see clerical region.
Ah, here we go. So this is the archdiocese, basically.
Ooh. And as we can see, because
so you got York, Canterbury, all the French ones. I wonder if you can get promoted up to better ones. I wonder if that's what he's going to say now. Kiev. And then these can split. They said this in a previous dev diary. You can split these if they're too big, or you can merge them if they're too small. And this is like an additional layer on top of the main one. And then you interact with all the rulers in your thing. But obviously, like I said, for England, you could be the King of England, and the King of Wales is also in Canterbury, so you can do interactions with him through that. Some are massive compared to others, so I guess each archbishop is, but yeah, these smaller ones mustn't be as good. And then obviously, like, Kiev is huge.
As we are an Archbishop of Gniezno, we have the power over this clerical region. And
I wonder if it's easier to start as a pre-bishop and then work your way up to archbishop. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can work your way up.
naturally from these temples, we'll be getting our tax from as well.
Even if they belong to a different political realm from us.
Exactly. Which is why it is important to keep looking at this map.
Yeah, I guess you don't want your thing to be too small, because that's where you get all your money from. You get money from the religious holdings in your archdiocese.
Clerical regions can be split, expanded.
I wonder if the archduchies will de jure drift. I think they're just always dynamic, if I remember correctly. All of Scandinavia is one archdiocese. Yes, I think they showed that in the dev diary, and then it'll split. It'll gradually just split into smaller ones. And, well, maybe into like 3 or something.
Shrunk by asking for the Pope.
Oh, there we go, yeah. Clerical title expansion or clerical title merger. So you can basically say, I want to take over this bit, or merge. If you've got 2 small ones, you can subsume another one into yours, basically.
In
Request a merger.
these...
Let's go ahead and amass more power.
Oh, wait. I wanted to see what that screen said.
in
Request a merger.
these...
Let's go ahead and...
Oh, zoomed that in. Didn't mean to do that. Archdiocese absorbs the archdiocese. Yeah, so you take a whole other archdiocese into yours. And this would be annoying if you're running one and then somebody does this against you and you just lose your archdiocese. That'd be crazy. I wonder if there's a way to counteract it once it starts. Maybe. It's a very expensive, though. 5,000 piety, so it's not cheap.
amass more power. Wow, he doesn't like...
Oh, you can pick different ones. I guess bordering ones, so Mainz, Magdeburg. Yeah, so this is how you can merge them. To be honest, I'm really looking forward to this one. This looks really good. Yes, 5,000... Yeah, I mean, that's good. You don't want this just constantly changing. So, I mean, this is merging. I would imagine the expansion one scales on duchy size or something.
They are expensive as well.
Oh yeah, this one was 300. Yeah, this one's 6. Yeah, so it must be scaled on size. Because this bottom one was like 600, and this one's 6,800. So yeah, it'd be hard to do these, and they're super expensive, which is good.
We can get Magdeburg pretty easily, but we just need more piety.
Yeah, well,
yeah, 300. Oh, and he doesn't like him enough. Yeah, this looks awesome.
And your power. And from here, for example, we have...
Oh, this is So this is interacting with a ruler inside your archdiocese. So puppet secular ruler, that'd be cool. Evangelize personal tenant with them. Offer spiritual counsel. Demand child for the cloister. Excommunicate. Get rid of him. I guess if you, because I guess if you're the archbishop, you could just excommunicate whoever you like. I suppose. Like, how are they going to stop you? Like,
a bunch of more interactions with the rulers that are a part of our archdiocese. So we can evangelize a personal tenant. More on that.
Demand child. Give me that child, please. I think it's a combination with Silk and Silver, particularly for players playing in Italian republics. Man, if you enjoy playing in Italy, you're eating good this year. You're gonna have so much to do there.
A bit later as well, because there are a few tenants that are allowed, are in neither of them, and are just straight up forbidden. Some of the fun tenants, you can pick them up as your personal safe. You can practice them, however, that is also a secret. So if someone finds out you're practicing cannibalism in your court...
Does Silk and Silver have a date? No. I think November it says on the Steam page, but there's no date for it.
You will not have a good time.
You can adopt any tenant you're aware of as a personal tenant,
yes,
but the actual faith may disagree with it.
Yeah, so that's the thing about the personal tenants. You can know forbidden ones, but people... Well, actually, I wonder how that'll work. Because if you follow one that people like and know, will you just see it? Because then wouldn't you just know? Like, oh, if I can't see that character's tenant, does that mean it's a forbidden one? Like, you'll know they're hiding something, wouldn't you? Interesting. We'll see how that works, but Yeah, that's cool. Then you need to learn new ones, and that's how you can. And then it looks like evangelize. You can then spread that to people in your realm and say, "Hey, look at this cool. Look at cannibalism. Isn't it cool?" And they'll go, "Sure."
Actually, these tenants that I know of are not all the tenants. That's why we, for example, have. If I wanted to learn more about the Tengri religion.
Yeah, this is cool where you can go and study rites. So you can go on a travel. Sort of like language, but with more impact. Yeah, exactly. So, like, here he's going to say, like, you can travel to the Pechenegs and learn one of their rites. Because obviously they follow a different religion. They'll have rites that you don't even know. Well, ones you don't even know, and ones that are, heretical. And then you study that rite, you learn it, and then you can believe it yourself. And then if you're the Archbishop, you can then start saying to people, like, ooh, isn't cannibalism cool? They'll be like, no.
And learn of its tenets. That is not the only way. There is also.
So, can you make your faith more tolerant if you rule pagan lands? I wonder. Yeah, you could make. So you could make your version of Catholicism, so Roman Rite. You could ultimately make that have the same tenets as a pagan religion. I believe you could ultimately get it to the same point where it would basically believe the same things. It would just be it wouldn't be that religion, but it would believe the same tenets at least. It wouldn't have there's all the other stuff as well, but you could match the same tenets.
So a way of traveling, finding out via pilgrimages and seeing how you can go from there as well.
Oh, pilgrimage! You can learn these through pilgrimages as well, which is cool. I guess if your holy state's held by a different religion, that's gonna be a cool way to learn some of these. CK3 gonna get banned in the Vatican? I was wondering how being a Christian in, say, Japan might work, like Shogun. Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. You can go there and then you can kind of pick up one of their tenets. So you can follow Christianity, but have a tenet that would go against your religion. That's where the spiritual fulfillment stuff's gonna be interesting, because you can say, I'm a Catholic, but then you follow a heathen tenet, but you're still like, no, I'm still a Catholic, but I just believe this other thing as well. And then gradually, you can, if you wanted to, you could try, make your priest believe that. Then your priest can make an archbishop believe that, and then ultimately you could end up with the Pope believing that, and then he changes Catholicism.
Because we are part of this archdiocese, there's a few fun little things we can do. It's our own little playground, right? Poland's quite a good setup. For example, we can see over here that he only has 2 children. Is there anyone else who has less? Not as much. Cool. What we can do with...
So I wonder if you can, steal their only child. I'd be like, I don't want this guy to actually stay in power. He's probably going to say it in a second. So I'm going to actually demand their child to become a monk. And then, so you could play... If you're of a dynasty, and then your dynasty is in Poland as well, you could, oh, wait, if his son didn't exist, someone from my dynasty will take over this place, so I'm going to demand his children to become monks, and then, oh, what a shame, someone from my dynasty is going to take over that area.
Our count of Poznań is we have a slew of new religious interactions.
Maybe then you wouldn't see pagans as evil if they line up with your tenets. Yeah, I wonder how that works. I imagine, yeah, as the tenets align, you wouldn't, but it might be covered by the other options.
We have evangelized personal faith, where we can tell them, hey, this tenet I'm practicing is quite cool. It's quite nice. You should do that as well.
That definitely sounds like a gameplay thing to do. They probably have counters, like matrilineal marriage. Yeah, there probably is ways to counter it.
I had a fun little scenario in the in my playthrough where I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I'm
sure he demand. I'm sure you could say no. Because otherwise, yeah, it'd be super annoying if you have one child and then the AI archbishop just comes in and says, "That's mine, thanks." What is it? The Catholic Church?
Went to my king and I told him, "Hey, I'm practicing cannibalism. You should do that too." And the king was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
See, stuff like this is going to be funny. Like he's just saying, you go to the king and say, "Hey, isn't cannibalism cool?" And he goes, "No, it isn't. I'm going to tell the Pope."
and immediately put me in prison for learning my secret.
Okay. Yeah, I see somebody on YouTube pointing out the demand child for the cloister interaction.
Yeah.
As a theocratic ruler, you could just screw with the succession of secular rulers quite hard.
Oh yes. There's
So you
a few
can.
fun little things we can do.
So yeah, you can. I mean, it is demand, so I guess you could just say no. And then the other options: demand church succession. Should Count Yan depart this world without a rightful heir, the land shall pass into the archdiocese as a fallback heir. Man, that's cool. So if he has no heir, you could just say, well, that's church land now. Thank you very much. It's going to get broken on release. Some of this is going to be crazy. Again, for demand child, I would imagine most of the time they say no. Especially if it's their only child. I imagine there's insane modifiers. But if you can get him, if you can puppet that character, yeah, if you can puppet this guy, then you can just force him to do it. So I would imagine it's very hard to do this if they've only got one child, or maybe two. If they've got like 8 children and you pick the least one, then yeah, they might just say yes. But yeah, if they've only got one child, it's going to be very difficult. It's saying demand makes things no option. It's got to be some kind. There's got to be some kind of option. No way. There's no way they can literally just go, give me that child. Conflict between the crown and church is really going to be a thing from now on. It is, yeah. So this is cool, though. Demand church succession. That's awesome. If he has no heir, you just take it over. Demand chastity and sell claim.
You can, for example, demand the church succession. That means if the ruler dies without a child, how he dies is up to you.
Yeah, again, he could do this and then kill him. Oh no, shame you have no heir, Franz. Now give me that land. Exactly. Look at you took all my 4 sons. Me only playing as female characters.
You can gain more land as a church. This interaction is quite expensive as well. So it costs quite a lot in treasury and the piety as well.
Yeah, and then you have to manage all the children he might pop out after.
Right? However,
Oh yeah, true. Like saying you can do this, but then if he has more children, it just negates it. So you've put all that effort into it, and then if he has another child, nothing.
with that you can demand chastity.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, like he says, you could do this and then demand chastity, and then he won't have another child.
And we can start already seeing how being an archbishop or being a prince bishop is having your own little playground and seeing what you can actually do in your archdiocese. If, for example, someone is not really willing to murder them, was this cool little button over here?
This is going to be OP at launch. Catholicism, well, all the Christian faiths are going to be, I think they're going to be so OP at launch. Even just the modifiers alone are going to be crazy.
That's my favorite one. I don't like him. I don't like his face. I'm just going to excommunicate.
Just get rid of him. Well, it doesn't get rid of him, but now people can do stuff against him.
Him.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
And now he's
Do it now.
excommunicated.
Magnificent. Oh, there's a good.
I wonder if you excommunicate him though. I wonder if it's easier for him to go to the Pope and say, "Oi, that Archbishop excommunicated me," and the Pope's like, "Wait, why did you do that?" I wonder if there's like that interaction. That would be cool. If like the Pope likes you, he could just go, "Wait a minute, you shouldn't have done that," and just removes it for you. That would be. I think that would be cool if you can do that.
Question about inheritance and succession as bishops.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a
Lift excommunication. I mean, it kind of does already, but I guess as you're playing as a character, yeah, you can just choose to do it. Because you can do that now in game, can't you? But yeah, I guess as you're playing as a religious character, you need a way of doing it, like from your own good kind of thing.
a little out of scope for discussing it in detail, but the short version is that you inherit along the lines of the archdiocese itself and not the dynasty.
Yes.
As an archbishop, you don't have a
It exists, but you have no way of influencing it. Yeah, I guess not. You can ask the Pope, can't you? But yeah, that's the only way of doing it.
dynasty. So when you die,
Oh, here we go. So this is the succession stuff. Excommunication can IRL come from any ecclesiastical authority with jurisdiction. So maybe we can just excommunicate everyone. I mean, everyone in your archdiocese, I think you can. I think you can. Anyone in your, anyone in this region, you can excommunicate whoever you want. But there must be some mechanic to stop you doing that. Like, surely the Pope must come to you and say, "Oi, knock it off. And I imagine it's expensive to do. Your favorite influence. Influence is back. I wonder, since Faith is being reworked, if converting to another Faith reworked too, instead of just marrying. Yes. Yeah, that was covered in a dev diary. You can do it the old-fashioned way, but you can... There's another way of doing it. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that was covered in a previous dev diary as well. Yes, this is the Archdiocese. So follows the right. Independent rulers with capitals in your region. So you can see the King of Poland and... Is this character? Yes. Oh, yeah, and you, I guess. This is obviously your estate, and then the current holder, and then the line of succession. So obviously he is a county, he's a priest, so he's ahead of people who aren't priests. So, or landed priests, I guess.
Take over as the next holder of the Archdiocese.
Exactly. There's a few ways about it. You can propose another person to be your successor. You can mentor them as well. And yeah, 75 piety for execution is very low. We're aware of that. It is part of the balancing. It's gonna be...
Yeah, okay, good, yeah. People saying 75 piety to excommunicate is way too cheap. Yes, it is. It should probably have a 0 on the end. It should probably have a 0. I would love to be able to get involved in wars launched by temporal leaders. I think as Pope, using excommunication as a tool against my enemy in war could be interesting, yeah. I think you can declare wars against other rulers, if I remember correctly. At least yeah, it should be at least, yeah. And maybe it does scale with how powerful you are, but yeah, no way it should be 75 anyway. But yeah, one of the dev diaries talked about how you convert. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, there was definitely one where they talked about like how it works now.
It's a development build.
It's a development build, don't worry.
Everything set up right now, these numbers are meant for testing and development purposes.
Yeah, exactly. However, you can follow the succession line of the church. But you can also just establish your own dynasty. Nothing's stopping you for that. The church...
If it costs like a 7,000 prestige for cultural upgrades, it should be 1,000. Yeah, it should be expensive. I guess because of the end of Schism via Conquest decision, that will be possible. Which raises the question, can we lead our own armies as the Pope? I don't think they've talked about that yet. Maybe they will in this.
There's a few things stopping.
I mean, the church quite known for weird shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah,
it's one way of saying it.
In medieval times, where sometimes it was a power grab. So, if you really want to, you can establish your own dynasty and make sure that you continue playing as them instead of the organization.
So, who was it that asked about conversion? Oh, Glitz. So, yeah, conversion. So, counties follow rites, not just faiths. This makes them convertible. Oh, wait, no. Characters can also convince each other to switch to their right. So, basically, you have like a scheme. You can like ask people to convert through schemes, basically, as well, to convert over, if you want to.
It's also an interesting way to switch the dynasty you're playing as.
Exactly.
Interesting, all the Baltic states are one archbishop, which sounds like conversion will be crazy quick in 1066. Don't they start as Catholic already? Most of them? Oh, the Baltic. Yeah, all the Baltic states. I mean, I guess that's just him saying, like, oh, that's all my land. Like, okay, but they don't believe our religion. Yeah, but they're gonna soon, so don't worry about it. Actually, no, I think they said in the dev diary the lands have to be Catholic to do it, so.
And we can see that our study for piety is gaining traction, so let's continue doing that. And hopefully we'll gain a bit more piety soon. And also increase our church.
Oh, this is where you can get more church authority. They talked about this in the dev diaries as well. This is where if you have it high enough, you can basically just choose who your successor is. Kind of like you can for landed, I guess. No, in 1066, the Baltics are all Polish pagan. Oh, they are, aren't they? Yeah, they're like Vidalists and stuff, aren't they? Yes, you're right.
So I think we can talk about another fun little feature that we have.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, puppets.
Yes.
That's a nice feature. So, with CE3, we're adding a new system. It is called the puppets.
Oh, nice. We're going to get shown puppets now. So you can puppet a secular person and a clerical. So you can have 2 puppets. That's interesting. We didn't know that before.
From here, there are a few ways we can go about it. We really, really wanted to make, in medieval times, if you were a Christian ruler.
Puppets are going to go crazy in a Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones is going to go crazy with them for sure. So puppets, they're going to explain it, but basically, puppets are like mega hooks, and the difference is that if you can force a puppet to do something, and the game world doesn't know that it's you that's told them to do it, and also it uses their currency. So even if you've got loads of piety, if you want a puppeted character to do something that requires piety, they have to have that piety to be able to do it. It's you basically like whispering them in their ear and saying, "Oi, do this," and then he's like, "Okay, I'll go do it." But you basically like kind of control a character in a way.
Ruler. Very, very often you had your first son being the heir, while your other children went off to the church. And currently in the game...
Late medieval.
Yeah. But currently in the game, there wasn't really that much you could do with those other children. They were like, not in problem for succession. However, right now, if you set up your child to become the man of cloth...
Puppets are Catholic exclusive. I think in the dev diary they said it's... I think in the dev diary they said it was... No, I think it's all religions, but it's only chaplains, I think, in other religions. If I remember right. I can't remember off the top of my head. Because I think they said it's getting expanded into other stuff in the future. I would imagine with merchants there'll be more puppet options. And they might say now.
Ask the Pope to become the Archbishop of your own region and have a very, very strong Archbishop, part of your family.
Oh, that's crazy. You can ask the Pope to become your Archbishop as well. So literally give your Archdiocese to the Pope. That sounds it. I hope it's just not easy to get a character to become your... No, it's going to be crazy hard, Wilhelm. I would imagine it's pretty difficult to do. Actually, they said in a dev diary, you need like a lot... You need to outrank them in piety, I think, if they're a clerical one. And you need to have like a strong hook and some other stuff, I think.
And naturally, because they're your family, you have a hook on them. You can puppet them as well. Or you can go the other way around as well. If you're an archbishop, you can puppet a secular ruler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting what they're saying. So yeah, you could get like your son, give your son to the church, try and make him the archbishop, and then you would have a hook on him because he's your son, so then you could puppet him really easily, and then you're basically running the church in your area as well.
It's a way to allow you to interact with the other game loop without actively being part of it.
Exactly. You can also try to puppet the Pope himself.
Man, that'd be crazy, puppeting the Pope.
So Archer, what can you do with a puppet?
Oh boy, what you can't do with puppets. Puppeting is quite difficult. We can see there's...
Oh, here we go. So, will not be puppeted. At least one of these is true. You are this is for secular rulers as a clerical character. You are a clerical vassal of the council. You can't puppet your own liege in this example, I guess. You are a seducer, and he's your lover or your soulmate. Oh no, at least one of these has to be true. So yeah. Oh wait, no, yes. So yeah, you are a clerical vassal. No, so you have to be it. Obviously, that's one of them. If you've seduced somebody and they're your lover or soulmate, that counts as a way to puppet them. You are a torturer, and he is in your dungeon. You are a family hierarch, and he is in your house. You're a diplomat, and he is your ally. So this links into the lifestyle system quite a bit. You are a schemer, and you have a hook on him. You are gallant, and he is your spouse, or they are your spouse. You are a diarch, and you're in an entrenched regency. They are, you are their head of faith. You must either, so you need to have one of those first ones, so one of those different things. Yeah, and it's tied into lifestyle, and you need to have like the end tier ones as well. So you need to have family hierarch, diplomat, schemer for these top ones, and then you must either, and then one of these bottom ones. So you need to have one of these and one of these. So you must either have more devotion than them, have a hook on them, they must be terrified, or if you're the head of faith. So if you're the head of faith, can't you like automatically do this? Because isn't it your account head of faith or head of right? Yeah, so I guess if you're their like direct, if you're the Pope, you can puppet any person below you. I guess there's the like opinion modifiers as well, so
quite a lot of requirements for them. However,
so a king, you must have Paragon of Virtue or higher, have a strong hook, or terrified, or a head of faith. And then there's other stuff here that we can't see.
what we can do is maybe debug puppet.
No.
We cannot do debug puppet.
No debug mode.
No debug
There's
mode.
somebody up at the top of the list you could puppet. Not clerical, but yeah, grab a spy man.
Oh, there we go. Puppet secular ruler. So this duke. I wonder if regents for children rules as more easily puppet. Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, and that's what like. Well, one of them was like entrenched regency makes them a puppet. So yeah, basically, if you become entrenched, you basically run the other character. And then yeah, you can use a hook, guide puppet with high skills, promote your puppet's salvation, and then all these different things you can
That's a really
do.
good one to have.
Can't puppet him.
Oh, I can't do it.
That's all right.
He
debug
will
mode. Let's
accept
go.
it. But, you know, okay.
The
Nobody's
debug
seen
do
this.
it.
This is okay.
This hurts me.
I want to go straight for the king.
Bypass?
Oh,
No,
it's
I
not
have
gonna
to
work.
put in a hook on him.
Yeah, there you go. But you know, through real gameplay, you would have to actually work at this. But we do
Yeah.
have limited time, so.
Paragon of Virtue. Let's keep doing that. Cool.
There we go. He
And now
forced
we
it
have
through.
a king who has our puppet. Don't worry.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, you could see he's their puppet, and I guess this is what he's doing as well. Well, that's interesting. So if you have him as a puppet, you can see what he's doing with schemes.
Worry about the piety. I'm just not gonna.
Because you can order them to scheme for you and make their realm serve yours. Yeah, so I guess that's why you can tell him, "Oh, stop doing that. I want you to murder somebody, please."
No,
Awesome.
No,
that's
I want-
too far.
I wanted to remove piety.
Oh, I didn't see you cheated it. Yeah, remove that piety.
Where's minus?
Do you not have
There
a
we go.
Swedish keyboard?
It is a Swedish keyboard. No, I'm using Polish keyboard.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
You should use the Swedish keyboard so that you're not.
Basically, you get to play as two characters. Well, you don't play as them, but basically, you can ask them to do whatever they could usually do. You can ask them to do. So you could say to them, "Marry this person." You can say to them, "Hey, sway this person." You know, anything you can right-click and tell another character to do, they'll just do it. If they're your puppet.
You're not struck with illiteracy every time you go to a different computer here.
And from here we can see that there's a
Oh, and it shows you here, actually. Deployment. Oh, yeah, so you can do way more than that, actually. I think you can basically do anything you can do that you would be able to do as that character, but you're not, like, playing that character. You're not, like, getting events and all that kind of stuff, but you could basically get them to do anything you could do as them, you can tell them to do, but you don't, like, literally play them as well. So a secular ruler can take advantage of the following special interactions. So yeah, tell them to declare a war, demand an artifact, hire mercenaries, expel adventurer, tell them to negotiate an alliance, and then the same for all the others as well. Oh wait, I missed that one. Yeah, preach my legitimacy. So you can go, if you've got them... well, I guess that's probably better the other way around. So if you puppet a archbishop, you can then tell them, like, hey, you need to go around and tell people how awesome I am.
Interactions that we...
And then, yeah, you can tell them to abduct people, murder people, imprison, steal artifacts, expose a secret. So, yeah, you can basically tell them to do anything you'd be able to do as a character. Fellow vassal, a secular ruler puppet can take the grant independence, give vassal directive, claim throne. So you can even tell them, if you have a puppet over this king, you can even say to him, give that guy independence. And if you have enough power, he's just like, yeah, go on then. you know, I'll do that, which is crazy.
Or puppet.
Yeah.
Steaming from the very, very simple of the all-time classic, interacting with yourself, interacting as a puppet, and sending gift if he has the money.
Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, you could, yeah. So with this, you'll have this icon here. So you interact with yourself. Because you're interacting with yourself as your puppet. So yeah, like if they've got money, you could just say, give me the money. And he'd go, oh yeah, go on then. Here's the money. You can imprison yourself. Or you can even grant yourself independence. Because you literally control the other guy.
Hey, why not, right?
So this effectively allows you to take...
Get a sugar daddy? Yeah, exactly. If you're like in the HRE and you puppet the Emperor, you can literally just like right-click, give me money, give me money, give me money. Does interacting with yourself make us legally insane? I mean, kinda.
actions as the other character.
Exactly. All the way.
That's cool though, how that works. So now when you have this, like you can right-click him, and that'd be you interacting with him. But then this is your puppet. So if you click this, this is your puppet interacting with this character. So yeah, you are almost playing as two characters. Because I always wondered how different is it going to be to just having a strong hook on somebody. But yeah, this means you're literally... You can like here is literally going to say, King of Poland, declare war on this guy. And he's going to do it. Which is crazy. Having a second character minus... Yeah, basically, yeah.
Declaring war on other rulers.
Oh,
That's cool, right?
that would be really useful for the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as the church, you can say, oi, go and attack this Vidalis guy. And then once he's taken it, you can be like, okay, I'm going to do a grand project to convert it all now.
Funny how you can do that as another ruler.
Oh, that's wild.
And if you don't like it, if you puppet this guy and you don't like him, tell him to murder him. Tell him to go murder somebody, and if he fails, or if he's successful, people will be like, oh, he's a murderer. You'll be like, oh, I can't believe he's gone out murdering people. You're just in the background, laughing to yourself. I told him to do that.
God, this is it's an amazing DLC.
It's great. It's literally...
This is
DLC
awesome.
I've
This
always
is really
wanted
fun.
Since 2020. Like the moment I've been playing this game, I always wanted this DLC. And while the idea behind this DLC wasn't exactly, here's a very clear path for you to progress.
Just like real life.
As to what you can try doing with the DLC. All the fun little features that interact with each other, like puppets and...
This is way more powerful than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, same. I thought it was just going to be like a different way of having hooks on people. But this bit here is crazy. This is awesome. Yeah, literally whatever you can do as a character, you can make your puppet do, which is crazy. Can you be discovered as a puppet master, though? There should be some kind of blowback. I can't remember. They talked about it in a dev diary. They might say now. Hopefully you can. I can't remember if they said you could. Because the whole... Yeah, you should be able to find out. Maybe not that you told them to do those actions. But yeah, you must be able to be found out as, I'm puppeting this guy. There must be a way of finding that out.
Excommunicating someone else. And if you're a king and you don't like someone... You puppet your court chaplain and try to excommunicate them instead on their behalf. It's cool. And because you can send off your child to church and play around with them as well. Like, it's so fun. I like it. It's great.
Yeah. Since we're all...
Yeah, like he was saying, and like we said before, you can send one of your sons to become a monk or whatever, send him off to try and become a priest, and then if you can make him archbishop, you can puppet him, and then if your archdiocese is large enough, you literally can just mess around with everyone. Even if you're not playing theocratic, you can do all the stuff a lot of the stuff theocratic rulers can do.
Already opening debug menu. I gotta show it off.
Yeah,
I gotta show it off.
Oh, here we go.
It's cool. I'm proud of it.
I would like to show off the Pope as well.
Why are we showing off the Pope?
Well, Pope has a lot of interactions.
Let's get a new Pope first, because I want to...
Are you
Oh, they're going to kill the Pope so we get to see the succession.
I'm just gonna kill him.
Oh no! First, I'm going to give him bubonic plague.
Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, you're showing off your own fun features.
I'm showing off my stuff.
It's like a dog.
Okay, so you can see he's old, he's gross. Nobody wants to see that. So we just
Oh, this is where we're going to show what they look like now after they've died.
kill him. Boom. And
Oh, and he looks like this. Yeah, so... Oh, and this is... Oh, yeah, so the new Pope immediately gets... I kind of... It would be cool if there was a gap. But yeah, it looks like you would just immediately get a new Pope. I like... Yeah, I guess it's cool. I guess maybe if he looks slightly different. But yeah, I kind of like this. Yeah, you get to see them as they were at the height of their times. And then, yeah, this is the new Pope. The white smoke proclaims Pope Martinus. And then a false prophet. Glory to the throne of God, I guess. Who cares about this matter? Who cares? I don't. And then the new rites. So this, again, is something they talked about. No, this is just for the Pope. Oh, yeah, I wonder if they'll show a proper death screen. I want to see behind. Behind this, I guess we'll see it. Although, no, we weren't playing as the Pope. So we won't see it. But yeah, this is where they said in the dev diary, like, you can be a very pious character, but obviously as the Pope changes Catholicism, you could be very pious and then ultimately not be a pious character, because Catholicism could be like, hey, cannibals are fun. And you're like, oh no, I hate cannibals. Well, you're not very pious then, are you?
And this is how he's remembered now. Not as a gross, old, plague-ridden...
Yeah, this bit's kind of cool, changing this.
Pope.
Now
I had a
he
word
looks
for it, and it fell off of there. But look, he's at a younger age, and he doesn't look nasty.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, the main new Pope. Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, you do get your Pope, your papal name. You get to choose what it is. Yeah, that was in the last dev diary. Yeah, you get to choose your papal name.
Because our game director requested this. We can stylize.
Ooh, stylize. What does this do?
So that he looks like a nice little painted figure.
Oh, it uses the thing from Legends. Oh, I like that. I think that it looks cool in the Legends thing. I think that's how they should look in the death screen. Like the stylized version.
Oh yeah, just like from the Legends.
Yes, it's the exact same shader.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Nice.
So cool. We have that going. All right, back to what you were doing.
Back to what I was doing.
The boring part. We got to the really cool highlight.
He made this feature. Jacob made it feature.
No, the worst part is that you couldn't do it from script, so I had to dive into the source.
Make it look like a royal portrait. Yes, yeah, it looks like the Legend portraits.
Our programmers are underappreciated, just in general.
I agree. Everyone has been doing a lot for this DLC. So we have our own little fun little playground, right? I would like to show off what you can do as an archbishop, and then show off how the religious map mode works.
Just go back to CK1 style portraits. Nah, I much prefer the 3D characters. I mean, just there's so much stuff in the game that's just way better now that we have proper portraits. I like that though, when it's got that like cell shaded look like Legends do. Never played CK1, only CK2 and 3.
Maybe switch over to the Pope, seeing how you can go for it.
Now we can see what the Pope gets up to.
And what other fun interactions the Pope has.
Just to clarify, when this setting is enabled, it's for all characters.
Yes, it is for all characters. However,
we need proper death screens. Yeah, I hope they show it. Like, it makes sense that in this DLC we get proper death screens, but I guess we might not be. You would have think they'd show it off.
CK3 always had a bit of a problem. The problem has been, I've been telling about it since before the release of the game. However, it's been, the more pious you are in your own religion, suddenly you can create a completely different religion, which was quite an immersive.
Thematically didn't really click too well.
Exactly, right? Right now, we have reworked the religion system. How it works is, as we...
Oh, so they're going to show us how creating new religions works now. I think it's just your right, and then if you become... If the Pope dislikes how divergent you've become, he comes to you and says, "Oi, get back in line." And if you say no, you actually create a new religion instead.
As we can see, we have...
But he's going to holy war against you, I think.
Catholicism over here. However, under...
Oh, I want them to show. I know I keep pausing, guys. I said I would, but I want them to show dynamic holy sites in this.
Catholicism, we have rights. See how Ambrosia over here disappears the moment we zoom out, and the same with Mozarabic. That's because.
Oh yeah, these so I guess Insula's one. Yeah, Mozarabic is a different rite. Ambrosian, I've never heard of that one. And then no, this is an Orthodox one, isn't it? I think this one
has the rights now. So if we click over here, we can see the main head right.
Yes, this is the main Catholic rite is the Roman rite. Yeah, the main Catholic faith rite is Roman. And then, yeah, the belief, the holy orders of this rite, and then the holy sites of... Well, no, these might be of all Catholics, I guess. I guess it'll say.
And we can see more details, and we can see...
That's the Bosnian version of Catholic. Oh, is it Catholic? Okay, cool. I guess, yeah, it's kind of shaded that color. Oh, and they're showing off all, yeah, Ambrosian rite, Mozarabic, Orthodoxy, Nestorianism, and then that one down there. Insularism, yeah, and then how divergent it is. So I think once in the dev day, I think it's once it's like 50% divergence or something, that's when the Pope might come to you and say, oi, get back in line.
Other rites in here as well. We can see Ambrosian rite, we can see Mozarabism, and all of these faiths fall under the main headlight faith rite being the main faith.
And you can change this. So like Roman rite is the main one. One of these could ultimately become the main rite of Catholicism. So you could have all of Catholicism is Insularism, but obviously not everyone would follow it, but that would be the main version. Ambrosian's new? Yes, it is. They said they added a whole bunch of new ones.
For example, they fall all under the Christianity. And how we've added onto that system is the main way you now make faiths is by creating rites. And if the rite is divergent enough, they're no longer the rite. They're a separate faith. Say, for example, how Catholicism is now different.
I would imagine Mozarabic can split off as a new faith relatively easily.
To Orthodox. And how we do that is we can create branch Catholic rite. And from here we can set exactly how our rite we want to do. If we want to do Miles Christi, if we want to do some other rites that are known, but for example not exactly.
Oh, I guess that's why the popularity matters. Yeah, that'd be why the popularity matters, because the more people follow it, the easier it'll be to get them to convert to your new rite. And then that's how you get power, and then ultimately you could become the dominant rite of Catholicism.
Economachia, that's a good...
Or prohibited ones, right?
Gnosis is going to push divergence way.
Or even Simonia.
One thing to mention about divergence is that 100 is the point where it is instant, immediate.
Exactly.
Oh.
You're being kicked out, you're no longer the same religion.
Yeah.
So you're treated as a different faith.
However, from 50 up, you're kind of in a gray area. And if the Pope really doesn't like you, he can go ahead and declare that, yeah, you're schismatic. You're not part of our faith anymore.
I will show it off later as well. So what we can do is...
So that's how you're going to get more dynamic heresies, rather than now where heresies just, oh, a dice roll happened, a heresy is going to start. It'll be people setting these up and then becoming heretical, and then they'll, oh, there's a heresy over there.
Don't worry about that one. We can make a fun little QA ride. Why not, right? The adherents would be Jacob.
Much more immersive, yeah, like he said. Before it wasn't very immersive or anything. You just, oh, I've got 10,000 piety. I made a new religion. I made a new Catholic religion. Whereas now it's you have to work through this system. Jacobite. Call him a Jacobite.
Jacob many. It's
cool you get like full description as well though.
Created Paul Polska Górą. Cool. And now we can select all the tenets, we can select the doctrines.
Oh, you get all the doctrine stuff as well.
We can see over here how much they...
Yeah, so how much piety it costs, and then how much it will divert you from, I guess, the main one. So from Roman rite in this example.
Version that will go.
No, I see we changed the heretical right threshold to 65.
Exactly, right?
Oh yeah, it's kind of blocked by them, but this one will make it 65 divergent from Roman. So I imagine once they do this, the Pope might immediately come to them and say, "Oi, get back in line."
Hopefully that means Insular being declared.
I believe we can do this already with description of new faiths. Oh really? I don't actually remember the last time I made a new faith.
Heretics at games start less often.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to it in a second.
Oh yeah.
So actually, you know what? You're right. Let's make even.
Oh, they're going to go super heretical to instantly
Let's
make it switch.
Sanctity of Nation 80. I think that's good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. Let's do that.
Oh, the papacy's authority. This day, the new rite has broken from Catholicism, the divide formerly acknowledged, where once we prayed as one of the Roman rite, we now stand apart in the very shape of devotion, yet the Pope remains as the head of all who dwell beneath God. Should we bow our heads and heed the Pope? Or are our differences in beliefs grown too great? So you could say, look, I'm just a heresy, I guess, or I want to try be a whole new religion. So that's cool. I think I only made a new faith for the achievement and never touched it since. Yeah, I think I'm the same.
So, what we can do right now is we have our rite.
Oh, right of your own. It's proclaimed, and those who follow it look to me. We remain Catholics, but we are no longer Roman rite. Its practices stray far enough from Roman rite to draw suspicion. The sharpest difference is Solidary of Christ, definitely what it says. We have left the mainland rite behind, the measure by which Catholicism judges all others. Let them call it presumption. Let it spread quickly among the devout. Let the whole realm hear it. So yeah, this is the new ones that will happen. I like new faith almost every game. Or do a pagan reformation. I like the reformation stuff. That's cool.
Ooh, look at that. It's cool. Nice.
Oh, he's got a new animation.
Simonia, Militus Christi, and Sanctity of Nature. That's quite a combo. So let's spread it very quickly.
Yeah, there we go. And then it'll
what
spread out, I guess.
For example, if he's a puppet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he's the puppet. You can force him to switch over to it.
We can sway him to right.
Oh, interesting. Even though he's puppeted, it's still a percentage, unless you automatically get a hook.
Can use a hook as well. So
oh, even then it's only 90%.
More willing
even though he's a puppet.
You're doing the religious studies?
Yeah.
You're going to get bombarded.
I guess that's cool. There's at least a chance for them to say no. The animation, look right here in the back. I know he's literally doing that meme of like, it's here. it's here. Look at this book.
Started with stress, man.
Look at this. And now he will also be spreading a right. And because he is the king, he will tell his vassals, hey.
Yeah, true, yeah. Now he's the king, he might tell other people to, his vassals, oi, why don't you believe this as well? It's cool. So, I love these mechanics. I was wondering what you'd do as as a theocratic character, but if you really want to get involved in it, there's a lot you could be doing.
We're following different stuff now.
Get with the program, guys.
Because we are, however, quite divergent, we risk being targeted by the Pope.
Not that Pope. That Pope loves us. Can we piss him off a little?
That Pope loves us.
Yeah, he does. He does love it. He's not going to say he's bad.
Debug studying and max level of devotion. Yeah. So let's do something cool. Let's kill that Pope, right?
Yeah.
Let's first request a cardinalship.
Ooh, I made a cardinal.
Again, debug numbers. Don't worry about it. It's because of console commands. And let's. Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
And now we have a fun little feature, Jacob. So we can see how a new Pope came to order and how the Christian rite has changed.
Oh yeah, yes, this has changed. I can't remember what it said before, but yeah, like like they showed earlier, when he comes in to be Pope, one of his rites has now become the Roman rite. So this is how Catholicism will slowly change in your campaigns. I mean, depending on how much variant there is.
However...
Oh, here we go. So a false prophet. The declare an anti-pope is cheaper for 15 years. You gain I denied the new pope. And the pope will dislike you. Oh, is he going to make an anti-pope?
What's this cool button over here?
Anti-popes confirmed?
Yeah, you can become an anti-pope. we have this decision over here to proclaim.
Pope is distant, unworthy figure, ill-prepared to lead Catholicism. Being Roman Rite, he simply doesn't understand the subtle truths of Catholic thought. So I guess to be an antipope, you need to follow a different rite, not the main one. Yeah, you are not Roman Rite. Yeah, so you can't be the same rite as the current pope. And at least 3 of the following must be true. You have Herald. What's Herald? Or the Saviour. Theologian we have. We don't have Herald and the Saviour, do we? Look at me, I'm the Pope now, literally, yeah. You have learning over 18. Well, at least 3 of these have to be true. Rival. Your head of faith is outside diplomatic range. So that's actually interesting. So if you're outside the diplomatic range of the Pope, you could just set up your own anti-Pope anyway. Which I guess, like, if you set up, like, Catholicism in Asia somewhere, I wonder if you can end up having 2, like, you would have 2 popes, I guess, maybe? New traits, I don't know, Saviour or Herald, yeah. I wonder what they are, I wonder if they'll say. You control at least 1 holy site or 2. You're a paragon of virtue or better. You have to have a higher level of devotion than the current pope. The head of faith has 2 or more sinful traits. So if you have a sinful pope, it's actually quite easy to get this. Or you plan to splinter off further when your rite was founded, or if you took the decision, you can do it quicker, I guess.
Yourself as the anti-pope. And it's showing up as available, but once again, that is because of debug commands. It is quite difficult to become an
Obviously become rivals.
anti-pope. However, you don't have to play as an archbishop or cardinal to be an anti-pope. You can create an anti-pope if you're playing as a secular ruler as well.
And then you have a pope who is automatically puppeted by you.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. You can set up your own anti-pope and they're automatically a puppet. Interesting. The one that was in France was considered the anti-pope in our time, but they were considered pope in their own right. So this is how you form a fully new faith outside of just a new rite? Yes. Yes, you make a new rite, and then you branch that rite off as a full religion.
Right.
So I'm sure they said in the dev diary you can do it the old way to, like, convert to another religion. I think. But yeah, it's basically a lot more gameplay behind it. It's not just press a button.
And from there on, you enter this fun little struggle between the main rite as well as your own rite, where you're trying to...
It's a better change. Yeah, this is way better. And then, yeah, I guess you've got to, like, swing people to your side if you're the anti-pope to try take over.
Make your anti-pope the main pope, and the main pope, you try to dethrone him.
Gosh, you know, it's starting to sound like to me, Arthur, that by God alone adds a lot of inter-church politics.
Right?
It does.
Crazy. Who would have thought of that one?
How about creating your own holy site? You can do
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, this is what I wanted
Are
to see.
Dynamic and changeable now. They can be.
This is what I wanted to see, dynamic holy sites. Holy sites held by Catholic rulers grant benefits to local Catholic rulers. Only eminent holy sites give benefits to all Catholicism. So I guess that's like the 5 main ones or whatever that you can have, or however many it has. So the eminent holy sites, Jerusalem, Rome, and then obviously the rest currently. And then, yeah, you need to put relics into them to make them, like, more powerful.
Be added, they can be removed.
And I guess they give different bonuses now? Oh, I guess they're based on what these relics are, maybe. Yeah, like the better relics you have, the more powerful it is as a holy site. And then obviously create, it's going to be a way you can make a new one.
The way holy sites work now is you can create a holy site.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, so you can slot in enshrined artifacts, and then what level they are, the effects and the inactive effects. Oh, so I guess the inactive is if it's not a main holy site, it still gives you some. And then select the holy site type. Site of valor, wisdom, communion, revelation, seclusion, prophecy. Oh, so you have like themed ones as well now.
You can select different...
What does it give? So Sight of Wisdom gives you learning. Count is scaled by the relics. Yes, you get the construction cost reduction with this one. All Catholics, if it's an eminent holy site, get +1 diplomacy. And then they also get monthly diplomacy and learning lifestyle experience. Man, yeah. Catholic... Well, like I guess I think all are getting this. I don't think this is Catholicism only, but this is cool. This will be broken on launch, probably, but if everyone gets it, it's going to be broken for everyone, so it's fine. But this is cool, so you can like specialize them. This would be cool when you found a new religion, and then you can literally customize your holy sites as well from the get-go.
Attributes it has. However, depending on what they actually do, depends on how many holy relics you actually put in there. Fun little another thing that adds to all of that is you can ask Pope to, you know,
it's gonna be totally balanced. Nah,
make your relic holy as well. Or you can also, if someone dies and they're holy, you know, finger here and there. Oh.
the phrasing, phrasing, my dude. If the whole game is broken, it's perfectly balanced. No, I mean that's literally true. If everything's, you know, if everything's really good, then everything's really good. So it's fine. So much RP potential if a saint dies to make his holding in martyrdom. Yeah, and like he says, if you have a holy person die, you can make relics from their body and then enshrine them in a holy site. Like that's awesome, being able to do that. Or like he says, you can make a weapon and then take it to the Pope and say, make this weapon a holy lance, and then you can enshrine that in your holy site.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know the difference.
That's why so many peasants have 9 fingers now.
Yeah, and
This would
now suddenly...
that would be awesome. I wonder if you can. It'd be cool if you're raiding, if you can steal the. Man, that'd be awesome. I wonder if you can do that. I wonder if you can steal the artifacts out of it as a raider. I guess it'd be OP because you'd obviously just do it every time. And then it weakens how good it is because you've stolen the artifacts out of it.
90 hands as well. And from there on,
steal the saints' bodies? Exactly. Like, I've stolen these fingers of whoever. Yes, there's like a holy crown in this one. Again, so this is like if you have excess crowns. Like in the campaign we just finished in the live stream, like we ended up with like 4 swords. Like we could make one a holy artifact and put it in a holy site and empower the holy site to be better.
we can create holy rites, holy sites.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I remember one of the
That's cool though, being able to make the holy sites like that. Oh, and then holy orders. As we know, there's going to be 2 different types of holy orders now. There's going to be monastic ones, and then there's also going to be military ones. This DLC is going to be amazing. There's loads of stuff in here that they haven't talked about yet.
earlier builds where we had just implemented this, the restriction on removing holy sites was really loose. I managed to convince the Pope to declare that Rome, not that important, don't worry
Rome's not that important. Oh, so you have to get the Pope to change it. That's cool.
about it.
I think we can switch now to a Pope.
Hopefully Islam gets the same treatment. That's why I think we'll get an Islamic DLC next year, maybe. I think one of the major religions will get a DLC, like, to this level. Like, the amount of stuff you can see for this. Like, imagine, like, the Islam faiths, or India's the one I'm like, all the religions in India, like, all those different religions getting some version of things like this will be crazy.
And show something cool.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it.
So, let's switch character, let's go to a Pope.
Oh, we're going to be playing as the Pope
And,
now.
oh no, we're a Pope. What's this heretical rite doing on our doorstep?
Oh, so now they're going to declare this as heresy.
Probably take care of it.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, disgusting, right? There's a few ways we can go about it. So, as a Pope, oh boy, there is a lot of stuff you.
Is there any new ones on here as a Pope? Oh, yeah, Proclaim the Kingdom of Heaven they've talked about already. That's going to be a fun campaign. I'm sure that'll be an achievement. Play as the Pope and declare the Kingdom of Heaven. Wait, the Pope controls Benevento?
You can do.
Does he? I think they've messed around with some stuff, so...
Doing on our doorstep. We should probably take.
Oh yeah,
care
he's
of
got
it.
land down here, hasn't he?
That's unacceptable.
Yeah, disgusting, right? There's a few ways we
Oh
can
yeah,
do
he's got
it.
some extra land down here. I wonder if that's just because of how they
As a Pope.
forced all the different popes through,
Oh boy,
maybe.
there is a lot of stuff.
Although maybe it's the new start.
The way
It's usually independent in 1066. He's a vassal now. I mean, maybe. You know, with the changes they've done for Italy. We'll see. I wonder if they'll show us the start date. They might do at the beginning. Enacting a bull as well.
your will is enacted now is by enacting a bull. From here, you can call a crusade, declare a heresy, permit a tenant, or forbid it as well.
Yeah, so this is where if you're playing as the Pope, you can really mess around with your religion Because you can forbid tenets that are like good tenets now and say they're bad. And you can permit like cannibalism and say cannibalism's cool. That's a new hegemon, isn't it? The Kingdom of Heaven? Yes, yeah, that's a new hegemon.
These ones are, they may not look like much, but let me tell you, they do change the gameplay. It's if someone has made a rite that is not divergent enough, but
oh yeah, true. Yeah, like he's gonna say, I know I'm jumping in front of him, but like if somebody has a heresy, you can forbid one of the tenets that's in that heresy, and it'll make it super heretical. Then
you want them to be right, and they're practicing something, you can just forbid it, and now suddenly they become a rite that is no longer part of your faith. And what happens then? You call a crusade on them. There's so
that's crazy that you can do that. So Mozarabic, you could forbid one of the tenets that's in Mozarabic that's like roughly in line with yours, and then, oh, you're like a super heretic now. Now I'm going to crusade against you.
much.
Just blatant politicking in my medieval church. I can't believe this.
So we can try to enact a bull if we have the church authority. So we can.
Oh wow! Someone finally mentioned that the names are swapped. Yeah, we know. We're just we're going with it. Also, Arthur, since you mentioned the Polska Guru on the right, we've had like a dozen different people sending you messages in Polish.
Oh yeah, right. It's. I read all of them. I know bull. I know
Does
stuff.
the AI make their own rights?
Yes, there is also a.
That's gonna be crazy to see how much. It's gonna be crazy to see how much the AI makes their own rights up.
We've, I believe, we scripted certain historical rights as well to show off, to show up as you play
Well, that's cool. Like 7 historical rights that turn up.
the game as well. However, nothing stopping AI from making a dynamic right as well. So we can enact a bull, we can declare a heresy, and we can declare our own right as the heresy.
Horned rat right incoming. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so fun making fun ones like that. Like, I'm gonna make Slanesh and then make it super evil, and then see if it gets made heretical. The rights are gonna be so chaotic on release. I have a feeling. I mean, if everyone's making them, it's gonna get insane. But I guess if they don't get people to follow it, they'll get like subsumed very quickly by the main one. So it's gonna be that big balance of like having them create them every so often. I mean, they did just say the 7 scripted ones, and then. But like the natural ones, like, yeah, like how often do they start and then how often do they become powerful? And is the AI Pope good at handling that? It is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we got.
I hope the game is orthodox happen in 867. 867, it's all one. You have, is it Chalcedonian Christianity? Is all of it. So orthodoxy doesn't exist. Well, it exists, but it's a rite in 867. And then you play out the schism. So, yeah, if you start in 867, you play out the schism between Orthodoxy and Christianity, well, Catholicism. But if you start in 1066, like they have, it's already separate. So you actually play through the schism at the start.
Got to push QA out.
And now.
Look at him. He's going to be pointing at that book again. I, Pope Martinus, servant of the servants of God, to my most beloved children in Christ, I have put an end to the evil rite with apostolical authority. I can read. I condemn them as heretics. They shall be put under a perpetual anathema, and their head, Prince Bishop Peter, basically, shall be known as heretic, given in Rome on the 14th of August. So he's basically like, he's a heretic. Let's get rid of him. Is Coptic a rite then? I think so. I don't know if they finalized it. When they first talked about it, they said some are separate religions at the start, some are rites. I think Coptic's a rite still. I can't remember. It was probably in that earlier screenshot, to be honest, but...
1068? In order to put down the evil of QA, right? The apostolic authority.
There you go, now they're heretics.
And we just made them into a heresy.
Alright, so what did we accomplish with that?
I think Coptic is part of the Roman rite, at least historically. Yeah, I think, I can't remember that. We could probably see in that earlier screenshot where they showed off the different religions. What are we at, 43? Where is it? They showed off some of them earlier. Don't know where it is though. Don't know if I can find it. Oh. Oh, it doesn't scroll far enough. Yeah, can't see if it is a rite or if it's a separate religion. Because it might be down here as a separate religion. Oh, well, in 1066. Oh, actually, that's all of the Catholicism ones. So it's not if it's there in 1066, it's a separate religion. Because it's, yeah, these are the only rites now below Catholicism. So it must be a separate religion, I guess. You're 4301. Thank you very much. Because I was just wondering where I was. There we go.
And in them being a heresy, we can see
I appreciate that, Knight.
popularity.
Maybe it's under Orthodox as a right? Oh, it could be, yeah. Yeah, it could be.
And because of this, everyone who practices now this faith is a heretic. Right? And from there, what's this cool
Oh, so yeah, you can do this and then you can holy war against them.
button over here?
What?
Right? So
as Pope, you can say, oi, somebody do a holy war against this guy.
Pope, we really wanted to make it feel like you are the Pope. You are the head of the big church, the machination that is spanning the entire Europe, right? And there is many ways you can go about it. You can edit rights, you can summon a council, which we'll see to that in just a second.
It might be as well in 867, it might start as a rite, but then in the 1066 start, maybe it's a separate religion.
However, if you also want to spread your faith a little bit or assist another Christian rulers, there's also plenty of interactions to go for it as well. For example, right now, because they are a heretical, or if they're pagans, we can do something that's called Inside Holy War. In this UI, we can select a ruler that will try to fight them and assist them if needed for a title. They will accept because of...
Oh. That's interesting then. So you basically declare you basically tell another ruler, why don't you go attack this place in a holy war, and they can say yes or no to you. Oh yeah, join in the war, so you can help him in the war, you can bolster his war chest, give him money, muster the faithful, I guess you spawn some troops for him, inspire their realm, I wonder what that does. So that's cool. You can I thought it'd just be like, well I know you can call crusade separately, but these holy wars, you can literally just say, why don't you go attack that guy? Yeah, mini crusades, yeah.
And we can try to push them into doing this, and we can even join their war in order to fight on their behalf to get this title. And this is what we can do to Poland.
And then he'll get this title.
Because we declared them heretical.
So we're encouraging Europe to go to war with Poland.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
That never happened.
Not the first time.
Not for the first time.
I wasn't going to say it. Yeah, we've had a couple people ask about saints. We can show one off. Title history of the papacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, actually, I got a spoiler of this. This is actually cool what they're going to show us.
Title history, let's go all the way down. Look at this.
Look what saints look like. This looks cool. Oh, and there you go. So yeah, you can see the Carolingian rite that they were at the time. Or culture? No. Yeah, that's the religion, isn't it? Top one? I think so. But yeah, if you're a saint, you get this cool effect on you.
There you go. That's a saint.
He's a proper saint now.
I love our halos. Yeah, these look cool.
Nice, cool little halo. That was one of the first things being
Carolingian Christianity they were.
done in the DLC as well.
Oh, yeah, I like how it's...
So we should have, I mean, maybe not the same effect as this, but on the death screen it should look something a bit more, just make it look different.
It's animated.
Yeah.
Normally, deceased portraits are static, but we have a nice little override for this one to ensure that they get their glowing halo.
There is also...
Because there must be a list of the saints, surely.
As you play, there will also be ways to see the saints.
Hebrew, is that a new culture? I think so. I don't think it's in the game, is it? In the game, I don't think so. Yes, I think it is new. Somebody can correct me, I might be wrong.
In game as well. We aren't showing every single saint that has existed because I will just blow the list and say,
Yeah, that'd be forever.
It is only the new saints that keep appearing from when you started the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of saints. So
There's a lot
we're
of
only
saints.
tracking the new ones.
Exactly. So we've seen right creation. We've seen.
Oh, you can see one here, actually. So this guy's grandfather was a saint. Because you can see that halo effect on him. And it's animated, I guess. Like he was saying, they're the only animated dead characters. So this will have like a glowing effect on it. So yeah, you can see he got declared a saint.
The heretical. As a pope, there's a few fun ways you can go about it as well. Remember, corruption is not real if you do it.
Corruption isn't real if you're the one doing it. I mean, he's not wrong. The man's not wrong.
I mean, corruption is only real if the Pope says it's bad. So if you're the Pope...
If I'm part of the corruption, I defend it.
Yes.
Right? So what we can do is, as a Pope, you have a very, very special way of pushing your will by editing your right in any way, shape, or form you want. However, that is only limited to once.
Yeah, you can change this once per
There is
thing.
another way to go about it.
Look, he's out of line. Yeah. Well, from that Captain America thing, yeah. So I wonder what this is. Is this them trying to convert something? Or trying to make a holy site? I wonder what this is.
But it's not so easy anymore. There is a new activity called Ecumenical Council.
Summon the great prelates and rulers of Christendom. Our goal should be the unification of belief and practice, all the better for glorifying God. We will gather as the apostles did in Jerusalem, one in faith, or crack the church beneath the weight of our pride, ? Anticipate rewards for hosting a council. Tenets can be discovered, approved, forbidden, or changed. So this is where you can make like major changes. Doctrines may be changed. Fervor may be increased. You may gain piety, gain opinion, religious scholar trait, or trait experience. And obviously events will happen there as well.
In here, this is an activity where the entire Christendom gathers, convenes in a place.
The important...
Oh, and this where you're trying to use this to change the tenets?
Church figures.
You can't see because they're in the way.
And in here, you can select. It's not only limited to the Pope. The archbishops and cardinals also can host their own councils. However, because of the costs, it's not as easy, right? In here, for example, we wanted to see if you want to be a populist, you can go for what's popular, naturally, and seeing what takes. Pushing polyamory.
Pushing polyamory as the Catholic leader, probably not going to go down too well. But yeah, again, it's interesting, like the different ways you can do it. You can try be a populist pope and just change everything that everyone likes so everyone will love you. Or you can, try mess around with things. Make shy a sin? Come on, shy's bad enough already. What do you mean? What do you mean? Makes lustful a virtue? Wow, this is crazy.
Bit difficult to do, not gonna lie. But we can try that. Why not? Sure.
Oh, but again, yeah, this is where you're playing the game of you're trying to get these that are very unpopular, so it's going to be very hard to change them. But if you can spread that through the other mechanics, it makes it easier to make people... Because if everyone believes in it or likes it, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's fine to change it to that. That's fine. And we all believe that anyway. So again, it's all these like smaller mechanic things that you're going to be doing. It's very in-depth. Yeah, it is. It's way more in-depth than I thought it would be. Like even this, like the way the tenets work. Again, this like mini game of like, I'm going to discover a tenet that everyone hates. And then there's like a whole almost mini game of like trying to get people to believe it. So then when you make it the main one, people don't mind. And also more people follow it. So then you're not making a bunch of heretics as well. Everyone loves polyamory, especially the bishops. Especially the bishops. Yeah, because if you made polyamory a tenet of Catholicism, or well, of the Roman Rite in this example, but nobody else follows it, then they're all going to be like, oh, I don't like the church as much anymore. But obviously, if you can make them follow it, they'll be like, oh yeah, cool. They believe that finally.
Let's debate polyamory. Let's also debate simonia.
Oh, so you can do multiple
The
ones.
doctrine slot as well.
Exactly. We can also select.
Oh, they keep blocking it. Oh, so you can do multiple tenets and a doctrine. So you can actually change a lot. I guess it gets way harder to do multiple things. But you could like try and make witchcraft acceptable. Or kinslaying. Make polyamorous kinslayer. Catholicism.
Female adultery accepted.
Sure. Right.
I'm sorry. I love doing that one.
So, I don't have high hopes for this
It's
council.
hard to get them to agree to that.
Yes, it will be quite difficult, but you know, we'll see. Fun little thing I also wanted to show off, as we can see that. How do you action lock 10 tooltip? There we go.
Like that.
Yeah. There's also Latin sculptures here. Cool, and we can.
Oh, that's cool. It's got that new feature where you can hover over it and it gives you more info. I like that they added this.
Hover over here to see the historical background.
Historical context
In our
in
game?
my Crusader Kings.
In the Crusader
crazy.
Kings.
Wow.
It's not just
That's also
memes?
for council.
What do you mean?
I will skip through some of the events to get to the meat of the council as well, in order to show the.
Oh, the
actual
Pope's the head of the
gameplay
Lombards.
stuff. 45th. Yeah. I'll go mad.
Somebody asking if we're going to sell an optimization DLC. We already did. It was all under heaven.
Yeah.
The optimization part was free.
Oh, they're getting the classic comments.
There's a bunch of events here that also.
Wait, so now is it literally just like the history books? It is literally just like the history books now.
I want to show off.
Oh yeah, this guy from... So that last event was some Coptic character. So that must mean Coptic is a right, because why would they be there otherwise?
Also,
I'm pretty sure this character that shows up next is Coptic.
all of this. However, like
Yeah, this guy.
I said, I want to show off.
Oh, it doesn't
Where
show.
are you
I'm pretty
taking
sure he was
spiritual
Coptic.
fulfillment?
It's okay. So, as we can see, for example,
Oh, here we go. Topic debate, polyamory from prohibited into, and then you can decide. So you can try and make it, I guess, accepted, promoted. So you can change, I guess, different layers, and with how successful that would be. Oh yeah, I will replace Successio Apostolica. I will make room by removing. Oh, so this is the way you're deciding which one to get rid of as well. Or I will simply allow it. So yeah, you could choose to remove it, put it in instead of something else, or you could just say everyone can. It's now allowed as a tenet for like your personal beliefs.
you know,
It's forbidden.
it's forbidden.
We had to permit it first.
At the end of the debate phase, there's more than a 50%. If there are more than 50% innovators, Catholicism sets polyamory as permitted. So yeah, there we go.
we fucked it up.
Archer, you've got quality to assure.
No. It's you know.
No, if you can't do it, you shouldn't be able to select it as an option.
Shh, it's okay. But the game will tell you outright. The game should tell you outright that you can't do it. You have to forbid. You have to permit it first, right? However, for this one,
The Young Conservatives vote in favor of making polyamory permitted. You spend 200 prestige.
let's go decide for that one. Go decide.
Look at this guy asking for money. To the magnificent Pope of the Papacy, the need for my archdiocese is great and my coffers run thin. Give me some money, please. Okay.
It's bothering me right now. In here, the events that I just skipped over.
They weren't down with polyamory.
No, they weren't done with it. However, over here, you can see how many of them would.
Oh yeah, the
go
innovators or the
with accepted,
conservatives.
and how many of them would not go with you for accepted? Funny number. And throughout the event, throughout the events,
Sitting on
you
6,
can
7.
sway
Okay.
more people to do it. Do you want us to show it because I didn't want that polyamory to go through? But
I have to
over
interrupt because I see a comment here.
Okay.
Battle Pope DLC. we had a fun bug pretty recently where
You discovered it 2 days ago.
where the Pope had access to the Khan's submission or ruin casus belli. And let
for
me
no
tell you,
reason at all.
When Mal's the Pope, no money for anyone. I know. Look, or money for everyone, so I'm in debt all the time. That's what it's probably going to
No
be.
reason.
that was a battle Pope. Like Southern Italy was just on in
Can we get Conqueror Pope? It's a modified coronation with supporters. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Again, as we see with Crusader Kings, they take old systems that people like and reuse them. They've done that so much in the history of this game already. Or things like struggles, which everyone complained about. Everyone said, I hate struggles. China runs on a struggle. This runs on a struggle. It just isn't called that anymore. It's just called something else. You know, situations are just struggles with a different name.
In flames as soon as you unpaused.
However, with more natural rights, so to say, we can select over here what our rights are, and we can see if Simonia, which right it should replace.
Yes, this is where they can replace this one because it's a bit more accepted. So they can remove one of these and put a different one in place.
So let's go for yeah, that's fine.
You say that too fast, the furniture starts floating.
However, they
all said no.
really did not like me this time around.
They all said no thanks.
So,
Wow, nobody was in favor.
Nobody was in favor. Nobody wants money.
The female adultery question. The Conservatives are against it?
All right, let's
Only
go.
in public.
Embrace it.
Let us embrace
Accept it.
Let's see. And now we'll try to make it work. We'll really try to make
It's winning.
Oh yeah, it converted them, yeah.
Let's keep going for it. Keep going. Hey!
Hey.
There you go, they voted yes. Yeah, changed from criminal to shunned. So it only moved it to shunned in this example because he didn't have enough power to make it like accepted or whatever. So it has changed it though.
Hey.
From criminal into shunned.
They can legally cheat now.
Oh.
And there you go, these didn't change, status quo. This one passed. So if you're a very liked Pope, you can get more stuff changed, basically.
That's how this goes, that's how this goes.
Or I guess if you've puppeted like major characters as well.
That was the one fun thing you could do as a Pope as well.
All right. Thomas Johnny III has been asking this for like 40 minutes.
Thomas.
Does England have its own right in 867?
I don't remember, I'll be honest.
I don't remember either. That's why we weren't asking. That's why we weren't answering.
Should we take it? Like last 5 minutes of the stream?
Yeah, during the last section.
Yeah,
we'll
we
go through
can
and
show
look
off
at
867.
Oh, that's cool. They're going to show us 867 at the end.
We see you. We just wanted to show off other stuff as well.
Yeah.
The Pope can do many things. The Pope can also be a fun little kingmaker. We can also...
Ooh. Submit to Suzerain as the Pope? Say, oh, Hungary, you're my boss. Bestow title. Using your spiritual authority grants a currently uncreated title directly to the king, potentially increasing his rank. Okay, I guess uncreated title that falls under your religion, I guess? Like, you can't give him, like... Surely you can't give him uncreated, just random titles from around the map.
Bestow another title. So if we...
Does it say here? You lose spiritual fulfillment, because obviously you shouldn't be doing it, because you will be an immoral ruler. Grants the Empire of Carpathia. And that's crazy. See, yeah, you could just give him a title. I guess if he doesn't have the funds for it or whatever.
Really want to, we can give him the Empire.
Hey Steve, want to be the Emperor? Exactly. It must be titles within the lands of Christendom, surely.
It's uncreated and he doesn't meet the requirements.
Exactly. It costs a bit too much for us. It costs a bit for us, right? Obviously, the numbers still need to balance.
Oh, that's almost like declaring some French ruler a Roman emperor.
Right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
No one would do
No
that.
one would ever do that.
So let's bestow him a title. And
now he's an emperor.
He's Carpathia.
Demanding a strong hook seems... yeah, but I mean, if you're making him an emperor... I mean, the thing is, then you can almost puppet him immediately. So yeah, again, they haven't done full balance on it, but yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Fascinating.
What other fun little stuff we can do? We can sanctify an artifact. We can offer spiritual counsel. Demand child for Clovier.
Oh, what else is here? Demand church succession. As head of faith of the Catholic faith, decree that the king's realm shall fall to the papacy should he die without an heir. That seems so OP. Like, if you make sure he doesn't have an heir directly of his own, then Croatia would just become part of the papacy.
And the creature succession. I think we should show that off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it will use some debug, but hey, whatever.
that's fine.
So
We'll demand that, and
Becomes a fallback heir title. So yeah, that's how. I guess that's how it works.
then kill his kid and then kill him.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Just CK stuff.
This will be so broken. I mean, I'm guessing the cost is, again, they haven't balanced this yet. I guess the cost must be crazy to do this.
So we can do that. And now we can see that he doesn't really
So
like us.
There can still be more than one emperor in Catholicism. Yeah, with papal approval.
Yes, exactly. And now, if we whoop, we can see.
That was so tragic.
How did that happen?
Just there
Who's the
one
primary
moment.
heir?
Oh man, it's crazy.
And now,
Yeah, so now, oh yeah, you can see. So now he's the primary heir.
So
You can see the Pope's the
invite him to
primary
a
heir
feast
now.
Very, very quickly, and let's skip to the good part. Where is he? Slay the character. There we go. Let's skip to the good part.
There we go. Yeah, it just becomes man, that's crazy. They must make that real expensive to do, especially for higher titles. Because otherwise, that is crazy. Don't even know where his own but I know, it's just so many buttons.
What is that? That's crazy.
So now he's just taking it all over.
Insane. That's all church land now.
Naturally, because it is the live stream, I very, very much speedrun through it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that straight
it is
away.
Going to be
You know,
much,
they're
much
going to
more
complain about this on the forums
Oh,
for
yeah.
like the next 3 months.
difficult.
And the dude's not wrong. Jacob's not wrong. They're going to complain about this for 3 months.
It's okay. But it's one of the ways you can do to play around with Catholicism. And you're right. You know? When you're the Pope, who's there to stand in your way?
I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, it is OP, but you are the Pope. You are God's representative on Earth. So, like, it is crazy, but, like, you are the Pope. Like, if you want to do crazy stuff. The thing is that people on the forums will know they barely bother to test it. Look, it's going to work perfectly day one.
Exactly.
Most people on the forums probably pirate the game and don't pay for it, so therefore their opinions are invalid.
What other little fun we can do? We can
Bestow de jure lands. Add a neighbouring title to the Kingdom of France's de jure territory. What? Puppeting the Pope will go crazy. It will, but again, you then need the Pope to have all the requirements. It's not like you can have the requirements. Well, you need to be able to do it, and then that character needs to have the requirements to do it as well. I have so much respect for the forums. I have no respect for the forums. Even though they're using console commands, there doesn't seem to be any limitation at it at all. Yeah, I wonder whether... I would think there'd be some kind of, like, it has to be adjacent or some other restriction, because otherwise if you're the Pope, you could get, like, Sweden, and it's just part of the papacy. Again, I think it's going to be very hard to do, but you could just, like, inherit Sweden or something. It just seems like there should be some kind of, like, distance mechanic to it or something. I don't know. We'll see once it gets live.
Your justification for anything as the Pope is just, God said I could.
Look, Jacob.
Sure, there must be like 50-year cooldown. Oh, there must be, yeah. There must be. I love my Viking-filled papacy, exactly. Yeah, I'm surely there's a massive cooldown on it, and again, they'll balance it so it's like super hard to do, surely, because especially whole kingdoms is crazy.
I'm the Pope. And now he's excommunicated.
That's crazy, man.
One very funny thing is, every time you start a game in 1066, you will always get one of the events. It is either the Kaiser asking you to excommunicate Matilda, or Matilda asking you to excommunicate the Kaiser.
You know, I can't wait to see analytics on that, because I have a sneaking suspicion which one will be picked more.
Yeah, the one that's Matilda.
Oh. Let's see, let's make him a king.
Yeah, so we're going to bestow him the Kingdom of Sicily. Again, yeah, this just needs balancing. Like, there's no way it's only going to cost this. 500 piety, 200 treasury. it's going to cost more than that. Because, like, as the Pope, you're going to get that much so easy. I would imagine this is going to be way more expensive.
Sure. And now he's a king too. Everyone's a king. Look, he's fighting with the Byzantines. I think
Okay, we should support him.
Oh yes, they're Greek, and they've got the Greek rite of orthodoxy in here. 190 treasury, 500 piety. Yeah, exactly. I would imagine maybe add a 0 to those.
Because anything that damages Byzantium makes me happy.
Of course it does.
Mehmed did nothing wrong.
We can't really go against Byzantium that much because they're a different faith from us.
And yes, Lady Saffron, our name tags are backwards. We noticed this before the stream started.
We decided it's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Remember EP All Under Heaven?
Yeah, I wonder what this is. Unless it's converting? Because this one has it as well, and this one has it, and Orthodoxy had it. I wonder if it's some converting something? Maybe they'll say.
There were like 15 Jacobs in this meeting room. That was quite fun too.
Like it's happening here as well. Unless it is like a new holy site. Or maybe it's like a cathedral getting built or something. It could be, yeah, it could be converting, maybe.
When it comes to the Orthodoxy, they also have...
Oh, there we go. Yeah, because that's Slavic. Yeah, maybe they're doing one of those great project things to try convert it or something. Yeah, maybe. So, oh, here we go. This is the Byzantine head of faith.
The Patriarch as the head of faith.
Oh, yeah. No, but I wondered whether this was like making a new holy site, like, you know, turning it into one of the main ones, maybe, but... Yeah, it's probably like one of the conversion things happening.
Looking at the faiths map. Let's go take a look at Islam real quick.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, they're going to show us the Islamic ones.
That's right. We also updated every religion in the game. So we can see, for example, Islam now supports following rites.
Yes, now Islam's split up into the different versions a bit more.
And we can see exactly the rites over here.
Oh, there we go. Yes, Sunni, Hanafi, Shafi. I'm going to butcher these. Maliki, Hanbali, Sahaba, Tabi'un. Definitely how you say it. Then the Shia one, and this one that I can't pronounce. So, yeah, so this is, like somebody was asking earlier, like all the other religions are getting this. Like this system is in all religions now. Like ones over here, you'll see the same, I think, maybe if they show them. So they, count is how many adherents follow it, the fervor of it, the divergence versus the main version of Sunni. So, yeah, this is on all religions. So this is part of the free. Again, similar to, I guess, a little bit like cultures got reworked and all them, but like hybridizing and stuff like that wasn't in for everyone. I guess that was locked behind the DLC a bit more, but yeah. So all religions are getting this system.
Here.
But they just won't get, like, obviously, like, Ecumenical Council, College of Cardinals, the Pope, obviously. They don't get all that stuff, but they get the, like, base redo of religions.
Before anyone already speedruns into it, yes, we've updated the Prophet Muhammad as well. So
he belongs to the correct, right?
Yes, it's all good. We can also see that in China, there's also multiple different rites under singular faith right now in order to reflect it a bit more. We have last 10 minutes, so how about we show off 867?
Yeah, let's show off our new bookmark.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're going to show us the bookmarks. So yeah, that's cool. It's cool it's coming to other religions. That would be funny if they marked the prophet wrong. I think they did in the dev diary or something. I vaguely remember people saying about it.
This is pre-schism because playing as a theocrat from 867, preventing...
Oh, is this the new 1066? Is there not a new start date? I guess maybe it's in 867. Oh, it must be Fathers of the Faithful, I guess.
Encouraging the schism is it?
Yeah, here we go. So Archbishop Rimba. These are obviously the bookmark characters. So so these are the different ones they're saying you should. Oh, a king is one of them. Interesting. Christendom stands on uncertain ground. Across Europe, patriarchs' right of primacy Bishops contend bitterly for authority, while kings and emperors bend the faith to their own greedy ends. In the west, Carolingian pride clashes with Roman ambition. In the east, Constantinople guards its ancient rights with unwavering resolve. Between them lie converted realms and pagan frontiers, where church authority is both requested and reviled.
It's one of the main pieces of quote-unquote story content.
Exactly. So we can see we have following characters over here. Let's select whichever one I decide.
And then they'll show us the Chalcedonian Christianity, or whatever it's
Landed
called.
as the Pope. Yeah, you still play.
Yeah, you play.
Yeah, you roll out of your cathedral, not a specific county.
You don't have to play as a prince bishop. You can be.
I don't know if there's any other changes here. I don't know the map for 867 off the top of my head, but it looks kind of the same.
Archbishop that is unlanded as well, because you have Archdiocese to go through. Fun little Easter egg, not really. The Pope in 867 start date has 67 years old. Thank you very much. I will be here all night.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. In here we can see we start off in the fragile unity, right? However,
You disabled debug mode. It's putting all that extra.
yeah,
crap on
that's
the
true. That's true. We can see over here.
Looks like it's normal chaoticness. It does. Yeah, so there we go. You can see pre-schism Christianity across all of this. Oh, the holy sites are different as well. Yeah, because I guess it hasn't split yet. So yeah, Santiago, Rome, Constantinople, Antioch, and Jerusalem. And then when it splits, I wonder if you always get the same 5 then when you get Catholicism? Or I wonder if you're the Pope if you choose the 5. That'd be interesting.
This is how 867 Christianity looks like. Yeah.
Can you scroll up a bit? No, it's a stream. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. I scrolled down. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize I'd scrolled down. Actually, Napoli is part of Italy now, and I think it mentions that in... Yes, yeah.
Let's see the rights up in the British Isles. Is it all just insular there?
Yeah, no worries. Delphine, I didn't realize I'd scrolled down. My bad. I don't know how long it's been like that. Probably a while. As I did that, make sure, guys, you've hit the like button on the stream, because it helps other people find the live streams in the future, if you have enjoyed it. And obviously, do subscribe if you haven't, covering all the news around Crusader Kings. But we're nearly finished with this. We've got 10 minutes to go, so we've been doing it for, what, 3 hours? And we've gone 40 minutes.
I'm sorry, Thomas, it's on my right. However, there's insular over here. We can see the Carolingian.
Don't forget to turn off autoplay before you accidentally play some of the video. Autoplay, turn off. Good thinking. Hit the button if you want me to scroll. Exactly. Look, I've got to get people to hit the like button however I can, Taylor. Come on now. I've got to play the YouTube game sometimes.
And the Greek right over here. Nice.
Yeah, so there you go. Chalcedonian, or however you pronounce it. Chalcedonian. Pre-schism Christianity.
Very nice.
And from here...
Oh, wait. Somebody asked... Oh, no, it's Roman Rite in England. So, yeah, Carolingian Rite is the primary one, I guess, in this time frame. And then, yeah, you got Roman Rite, Mozarabic, Roman, Insular, Beneventinian Rite. So I guess Benevento has its own rite in this point. That's cool.
Naturally, there will be a schism coming. The main idea is we've set up the game where the schism will happen 90% of the time. As a player, if you try really, really hard, you will be able to prevent it. However, we wanted to follow like a historical pattern.
Do you guys like that? I like the way they've done it, where it's pretty much always going to happen unless you go crazy ham to prevent it from happening. I think that's the best way. I don't want it to like not happen I want it to basically never happen unless I make it not happen. Maybe like once or twice it doesn't do it, but yeah, I want it to be super rare that the AI prevents it.
As in, every time I first...
Yeah, you like it? Yeah, I think that's the best way of doing it. I don't want it to be like a random chance, like, 50% chance or something. Because, I don't know. I don't mind when things play out different, but I think such a major thing should be pretty much preordained to happen. If it didn't happen at all, I wouldn't touch 867. Yeah, exactly. I think most people would say that. They want it to happen most of the time.
Crusade launchers, it's usually Jerusalem as well.
Yeah.
Go by me too. 9% of the time, it happens close to history for the major stuff. Yeah. Mongolian invasion schism.
Like, there was a lot of momentum going in favor of the Eastern and Western Church becoming schismatic. It was going to happen after a certain point, like 400 years before it actually did.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, what was that? A Satru one they
Years
showed.
before it actually did.
Exactly.
I guess nothing crazy different. But again, as you can see, all the other religions have this content as well. The core tenets, the ones you can change into it. Way more virtues. Actually, yeah, I noticed that earlier, actually. All religions seem to have way more sins and virtues now than they used to have. I guess because of all the different tenets give different ones. So there's one-eyed is a virtue. Obviously, Odin is, forcing that on people. But, yeah, you can see like all the other religions have this as well. And the convert to faith button is still there. So you can convert through this, or you can convert through like discussions with people of that religion.
400 years before it actually did.
Exactly. And from here, naturally, all of this is Catholicism, right? We can see how divergent they are, for example. Only 45, so, that's good. But
I'm guessing Greek is very divergent.
What we can try, for example, is check for...
You see a couple people saying playable holy orders. No. They're not playable, but you do want to know where they are because they're one of your main sources of martial power when you're playing as a theocrat.
Exactly, you can check them over here on this map mode.
Okay.
Oh, what was that? There was something. Columbian Benedictines. Oh, these are the holy orders. Oh yeah, Bithonian abbeys, Midlands monasteries. Oh, that's cool. So you can see all the holy orders on the map now. Like, because I don't think you can see this now, can you? I don't think so. No, I don't think this is in the game now. So you can see where all the different types of holy orders are. So like the non-military ones and the other ones as
when
well.
You're playing as a theocrat.
Exactly, you can check them over here.
No, it's new. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because this one stood out immediately. Old Benedictines. So yeah, you get to see where these are. And like he says, if you're playing as a theocratic ruler, the holy order, the military orders are how you get troops to do stuff.
On this map mode.
Okay, all right. Someone who said, I can't believe By God Alone is coming out on the 31st of September. That was a typo. I apologize. But the really damning part of this is that on Wednesday, we recorded the feature highlight.
They sound like minor. They do sound like minor. Yeah, they do. They sound like they sound like AHL teams. There's the Benedictine Condors. Aren't some monastic orders non-warfare? Yes. So you can have warfare ones like we have now, but then you can have monastic ones where it's more religious stuff, and they count for like university visits as well now. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's the two types now. Wonder if the orders can militarize like the Hospitallers did. Well, like you just have the two versions. Although I wonder if you can push them into a different one. I wonder if they can be monastic, and then you could change them to military. I'm not surprised you can. I know people want to play as military holy orders. I just don't know what you'd be doing. It'd just be playing as another realm, basically. So.
Highlight video for By God Alone. And at the end, I did a nice little outro.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We're really excited to see what you think. And I said, when By God Alone releases on September 31st. And then I stopped. I'm like, September doesn't have 31 days, does it? And then other people in the room, we got together.
They have a devil icon, Satanism teasing confirmed. Well, this for sins.
And, we checked the calendar, went to the end. Yeah.
Holy orders were very influential, especially in the Baltics. Yes, Teutonic Order. What was the other one up there? The Teutons. Livonian Order. Yes. Yeah, they were. They ended up forming Prussia. So
31. I realize now that we were still looking at August. So we have to throw out that entire section of footage.
One of them still controls Malta? Yes, it does. That's more EU. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I don't think they'll do it, because I don't think in this time frame they would make sense to be playable. Like, I don't know what you'd be doing as a playable military holy order. Like, what's the gameplay for that? People just want a holy war.
Don't you know the Knuckles method?
No, I don't.
Okay. For all of people who haven't finished school yet.
Oh my god.
All 5 of them. There's a knuckles method. Life tips with Arthur. It's you go January, and because it has a knuckle, it has a 31 days. February, that's an auto one. March has 31. April has 30, and so on and so forth. Look,
You know,
this is
wouldn't be a
look,
problem
this is
if-
September.
Look, Kodak had the right idea using the standard international calendar. It is tragic that we didn't adopt that globally.
Let's show off monastic orders.
There we go. Yeah, the Columban Benedictines tonight on Fox Sports. The Columbian Benedictines take on Bithonic Abbeys in in Papal Ball. I wonder what these little icons are. This is the monastic order. Oh, leased holdings. Oh, they're the holdings they own. Interesting. So that's, I guess, their headquarters or whatever. Yeah, their de jure capital is here. And then these are all the other holdings they have. Ooh, and you can see little lines to them. That's cool. The Columbian Benedictines espouse this tenet and work to increase its tenet popularity. So yeah, that's what the monastic ones do as well. They pick a tenet and then they, like, try push that to other people. So when you could set one of these up with a tenet you really want to get pushed, and then that monastic order would do that for you. So again, I'm going to set up a cannibal monastic order and then see if they can spread that knowledge elsewhere. Can you imagine they knock on your door? Excuse me, can I lease your land? Yeah, what are you? Well, we're the cannibal Benedictines. We really love being cannibals. Yeah, go on then. Seems fair. Just eat the dead people. I wonder if this means they will actually hold them now, or if cities are still in our name. I wonder if they'll be... See, this is where I almost think Silk and Silver should have come first. Because I would think... they will get a district, I think. You know, like trade companies are going to work. I think they'll get a district, maybe, within your city. I wonder. Or whether they'll just lease one of the... it'll probably work how it works now. But it would be cool if they just got like a district. Well, no, it wouldn't work, would it? Because they'd be within the city. Yeah, it'll probably just work how it does now.
It's not that I got the date wrong. It's that the entire...
But they have full succession and stuff like that. So you can see the patron, and then you can see the succession for this, and you can interact with the monastic order. Yes, but ooh, see, yeah, you can do different stuff now. Donate to the monastic order. So again, they push that stuff. Bestow a monastery on them. Oh wait, what did that do?
It's not that I got the date wrong.
The back skip is too far. Lease a temple holding to the Columbian Benedictines, gaining spiritual fulfillment, piety, and increased access to the order. That looks cool. That's cool. So you can like empower them basically, and then get stuff out of them for doing so. Bestow a monastery, insert temple knights in France.
Over here.
What could go wrong?
Cool. What else should we show off? We have 7 minutes exactly. Anything else you guys would like to see?
Let's go through the tenants for now while they come up with something cool for us
That's
to look
true.
at.
Let's go through that. Let's modify our right.
Because we're trying to make each tenant impactful in some way, not just in terms of providing modifiers, but unlocking systems.
I do like that they're like hooking other things into them to make them interesting. They're not just stat changes. I mean, a lot of it is just stat changes, but they do have like, you know, more interesting stuff going on with a few of them as well. And they change like pretty interesting stuff as well.
You know, just...
What's this? Mortificatio carnis. My Latin not so good. Adherents suffer no spiritual fulfillment loss from plagues. Scarred trait gains piety and opinion. Makes chaste and flagellant. not that one, the other one. Virtues. It makes lustful a sin. All Chalcedonians, if this is a main rite, get +1 prow, or if they follow it, I guess. No, this is if they follow it. This is if it's a main tenet. Get a minor health penalty, 10% more piety, +15 plague resistance. If it's your personal tenet, you also get Mortify the Flesh decision. You gain spiritual fulfillment by whipping yourself. Cool. More complex stat stacking. I mean, look, it's still Crusader Kings. Yeah, that is better. It will be funny though. Like, what? How did that character do that? Oh, he follows that right now. Yeah, there is some stuff that's like that. Like, how did he become an adventurer? Oh, he followed that right.
If you adopt a particular
Peccatum originale. The promote culture counselor task is faster in counters of the same rite. Counters of this faith take longer to change culture. Makes humble a virtue. Makes arrogant a sin. So it is good because it allows you to specialize. You know, certain stuff. Like, if you're a sinful character already, you can then follow a tenet that matches you so that it doesn't affect your spiritual fulfillment as much and stuff like that. Holy BDSM. Look, it's what they like doing.
tenant, it should have an actual impact on how you're approaching the game.
There's quite
like he was saying, it actually, you can really roleplay by picking stuff that matches your character.
However, you know what I'm gonna do? Don't look at this. There is a very special debug command that will allow me to learn all the tenants. But I have to actually find it first.
Well, it's not going to be in the right-click menu. It would be under Papal Mayhem if it was.
This UI.
How does whipping yourself stop the plagues? It just works. Exactly. Look, you can't doubt it. It just works.
Right. I feel like it should be here.
I timed the guy out for 30 minutes because he was spamming, but he is now asking again. Let's show him Judaism.
I think I saw a change Silk Road phase. Yeah, but the Silk Road already has phases, so it would be there.
I've showed him Judaism.
We showed Judaism?
Yeah, what you were talking.
Yeah, I mean, show us the rights and everything under it. Yeah, rabbinic phase.
That's debug. Yeah, I know, but I think Knight was saying, like, oh, is that new? But Silk Road's phases are already in the game. I don't remember it having a debug command. Oh, I've never actually looked at the debug thing, so I guess they've added it because there's the Catholic phases you can change now. So I guess it just lists them all. So yeah, they're showing off the mainline rights for this one now, for the Jewish faiths. I remember somebody was spamming the live stream show Judaism, made me like, yeah, that's what they were just saying. Like, I had to time him out. He was complaining so much.
Yeah, every existing faith is split into rights like this, but the majority of flavor content is Christian only because again.
Yeah. So again, as we were saying, like everyone gets this, but all the flavor stuff is Catholicism or Christianity. That's why I think, you know, Islamic realms or India would be like prime up there for a DLC next year because I think they can lean into this for so much content now.
And this was a Christian DLC first and foremost.
We have updated the system, but the flavor is for Christians. So we can see all the rights here.
Oh yes, this is the 867 one. So Roman Carolingian, which isn't there later. Beneventan, yeah, that's the one that's only 3 counties follow this one. And then the Georgian rite as well. So yeah, these are all the different ones and the different ones. Hindu and Buddhism or Islam, yeah, exactly. I think they'll do Islam next. Because it's just such a major part and obviously it's right up against Christianity. And then they could just do flavor content for like the realms around it. But we'll see next year.
Have we changed anything with reformation of unorganized religions?
Still no Aryan Christianity. Doesn't look like it, unless they just haven't shown it.
Yes, the way you convert to a religion is no longer you get piety, you just do it, right?
I wonder if they will do a minor DLC and add flavor for all of them outside of... Yeah, that's what... I wonder how they're going to do it in the future. I wonder if we will get... See, I wonder whether after this year, they'll go to more smaller, like 3 like even-sized DLCs, and we'll almost go back to like flavor packs. Because all the major features outside of like feudalism and laws and stuff like that are generally, I think, in the place they're going to be now. So I wonder whether they go more to like regional DLC in the future. You know, you'll get like the India DLC, you'll get Kiev and all that area, you know, Slavic DLC, you'll get an Africa DLC, we'll get a whatever. I wonder if they'll go more to like regional things where you'll get religion content for that area, plus event content, plus other stuff. Controversial we're not going to get immortality. But I wonder if they'll do that instead for the DLC in the future. Like, go to more themed in an area kind of thing, like a regional DLCs. Return of Flavor. Yeah, I wonder whether we'll get the Return of Flavor packs. Like, a version of them anyway. Because, like, especially for, like, some religion areas. I mean, maybe they'll just get it again, like, as part of it.
You have to first use a study right on someone who's already following that religion and learn the religion so that you know what you actually have to practice.
So yeah, that's how you convert now. Somebody was asking that earlier. I think it was Glit was asking earlier. So instead of just pressing a button and say convert, you now need to study their religion. So you need to find somebody that follows that religion and say, teach me your religion. And then when you've learned all the tenets that are in it, that are accepted, I guess, you can then say, oh, actually, I want to convert to that religion. So I wonder if through events you can still switch it. I imagine so. But that's how you learn. That's how you convert now. It's not just press a button, convert. You now need to, find somebody. So if you're Catholic and you want to be Buddhist, you need to find somebody who's Buddhist and bring them in and say, come here, teach me your Buddhism. And then you can convert to it.
And only then, once you've learned enough, then you can actually start following it. So it's more of a process. It's no longer, I'm Christian now, there is Volt, right? It's now you actually have to study it.
I think this is way better for it. It's way better than just pressing a button to convert. I guess some people might complain about it, but I wonder if they'll put in game rules that you can do it either way.
Learn it.
Traveling to Asia to learn Buddhism and bring it back to Europe. Yeah, exactly. You got to go there, learn it whilst you're there, or bring somebody back with you and then convert to it. So Dead Faiths are screwed. Oh no, there'll be a way to bring back Dead Faiths. Yeah, there'll be a way to do that. I think you'd have to learn the... I imagine that... Actually, I think they covered in a dev diary. I think you can do something and you, like, find, I don't know, like, scrolls, I guess, of, like, the tenets that were in those old religions, and then you can do it that way. I'm sure they talked about it in one of the dev diaries. Like, you can, like, study old religions and learn the required things to bring it back.
And then you can switch over to that religion.
Do we have new custom faith icons as well?
Oh my god.
You wonder how Hellenism works? I'm sure it was... I wonder if it's in this dev diary that I have open. Hellenism? No. I can't remember if they've talked about it, but I think that's, like, you have to, like, you basically, like, read books, I guess, about the old religions. Sounds like it'll be fun. I think this is a much better way than just press a button, convert. Especially for this kind of game. For Crusader Kings that's so character-focused, it's so much better that you have to do character stuff to do it.
Look at this.
Ooh, look at all the icons.
Oh, they've been in the DLC for so long.
Yeah, show everybody.
Yes, hello.
I want to be the hammer religion, fish religion, tweezer religion.
There's a ladder. I was genuinely confused.
Ladder religion. I want to be chaos is a ladder. I'm going to make that religion. Everyone believes that chaos is a ladder.
Why?
Pressing button to convert always put you off reforming Christianity or Orthodox. Yeah, this is so, like, having to learn those things. And then even then, like, you could learn those things and then convert to that religion, or say, I'm going to make my own version. Well, you'd have to be theocratic, I guess. But, like, oh no, I'll just make, like, the English rite, and then just incorporate the Buddhist stuff into it, and then make a version of it. Climb the ranks of the ladder religion. There you go. There you go.
Is there a ladder?
It's
Jacob's ladder reference, Bible things. I don't know any Bible things. I'll take your word for it. Probably is an Easter egg of some kind. Wait, Easter egg? That's also religious. Everything's religious.
Jacob's ladder.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. They just said.
That's not my ladder.
It's yours.
Before. No.
There's quite a lot of icons. There's quite a lot of variation as well.
What's this one? Is this a goat with a halo? Love it. The corporate ladder. Marv never got. When I was in Scouts, we had to go to church because I wanted to play in the football team. So you had to go to church to do that. So that's the only time I ever went to church, was when I wanted to play football for the church team. They're going to be mods to expand these icons. Oh yeah, for sure. There'll be loads of mods for this. Basque horn god pagan faith. Exactly.
In order for you to be able to.
Sounds British. Yeah, yeah. Why did you go to church? Because I wanted to play football. They were the only team I could play for. I think that it's the Lion guy from the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. Sure.
Properly customize your religion to.
And there's so many icons now.
Look, I'm scrolling. This is still crazy.
I mean, I guess a lot of these are in the game.
Cool S got multiple colors.
You can be the stonemasons, or you could be a ship religion, or elephant religion.
So,
but man, there's a lot of them. That's cool.
New custom faith icons.
It really is the religion DLC.
Yeah.
Most of them are just recolors. Well, yeah, because a lot of them, the variants in game are just recolors. So some of them are just because, yeah, you're probably going to be making your own, slightly heretical version of the main one. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is there, guys?
We've got less than 3 minutes left.
We've got less than 3 minutes. Either we show something off really cool right now, or we're ending the stream.
Boat is the new one, yeah. That's a boat for you common watchers. Just the boat religion. The boats are a heretical, right? Malf never follows the boat religion. Don't bring it here. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Heisteen, the Pope of Boats. I bet that's why he got added, to be honest. You know there's going to be koi fish. I became the Pope of the boat religion.
All right, let's see. Can you convert to a dead religion? That is a really...
They're going to show... God of News, are you doing the joke? They showed it off, yes. They showed it off earlier.
Good question.
Ooh.
Like, if I wanted to convert to Hellenism now, how would I go about it?
Oh, they're going to talk about Hellenism. Here we go. They're going to answer that question.
I don't remember. I really, really don't.
Because the main thing with converting right now is that you need to learn the religion from somebody who follows it.
Oh, you were doing a bit. That's fine.
So if there are dead religions, then how do you do that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I have checked it. I don't remember. I'm sorry, and I don't want
Couldn't they just look up Hellenism in the faith and it would tell them how to do it?
to lie to you.
I'll lie to them. It's really cool. There's a way you can do it.
Okay.
I was going to say, there's obviously a way to do it, but...
I don't remember, but I know we were looking at it, but I can't remember what the design we settled on was.
I imagine you study old religions and then you could just learn the tenets from it and then do it. Professionals.
All right.
So I think that covers the very first look at By God Alone.
And we'll probably stream it again in the future.
Oh yes, definitely. I really want to stream it. It's
nice. This is good. I like that they're doing this a bit more, like streaming stuff, because like you can have the dev diaries, but like seeing it in action, you can just see so much more. And this is obviously a development build. They've still, I mean, it's out in 6 weeks, but like they've still got work to do on it. But yeah, it's cool being able to see like this. Very impressive. Yeah, this got me. The same with the Silk and Silver one. If people are watching and you didn't, I did a similar thing for the Silk and Silver one like 4 weeks ago, whenever, like 2 weeks ago, whenever that was. And there was so much stuff in there, which was like, oh, this looks like awesome, this extra bit. And everything we've seen here looks really good. Maybe there would be like a find Aristotle's text event and convert the ancient Greek. Yeah, I think it'll be... I wonder if you could just like, yeah, study the old texts or whatever, and then you just can learn it gradually. Even how much crap we give them, look, yeah, always. But I like the Jacob and whoever they've had on each time. They've been good, like, showing it and, like, showing all the different stuff, and I think making it, like, quite easy to follow along, even with me pausing it and yapping all the time. I think it's been good. Anyway, guys, there we go. It took us 3 hours, 15 minutes to cover 45 minutes of live stream. You wouldn't have it any other way. I know you wouldn't. But guys, yeah, this looks awesome. I like how this looks. I'm even more hyped for this now. I was like, why would you play Theocracy? Well, I thought Theocracies could be cool, but like I was wondering like, what do you actually do, like day to day, playing as a Theocracy? Now it's like, oh, you're trying to do this. You're trying to, set up people to follow your right. You're trying to maybe get hooks on people, maybe get puppetry on somebody to mess around with the succession. You're trying to do these kind of things. Less time than the last one, I think, and that was shorter. Look. never learn the lesson of my ways. The error of my ways. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd play like loads and loads of campaigns back to back as one of these. But I think we'll obviously when it comes out, we'll play it on the channel. I've got the day off work that day, so we're going to be doing a campaign all that day. So do subscribe if you haven't. We will be streaming it on release day. But I think it'd be cool, especially like I said, like playing as a normal game, and then choose your destiny into a theocratic character, and then I'll do like 100 years as that, and then I'll switch to an adventurer, then go adventure off somewhere else. I think it would be cool. So I'm still betting on Mad Max for the new game. Oh yeah, the new game, yeah. There'll be another teaser for that tomorrow. I'll do another quick video on that. It won't be at the same time, because I'll be able to sleep tomorrow. I won't be making a video at 6 AM like I was this morning. The Hoi 4 post made it very obvious it's post-apocalyptic. A little disappointed. Yeah, I think the way the page is zoomed out now as well. Yeah, I have been up since like 5:30. I woke up early this morning to do the video before I went to work. So I'm a bit tired. But it's the weekend now, so I get to sleep tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'll be streaming again. So I don't even know what's... Oh yeah, the countdown page now is zooming out. I think it is going to be a post-apocalyptic grand strategy game. Whether it's on Earth or not, I presume it is going to be on Earth, and then it's going to be about like reconquering the Earth or something in a grand strategy game. I guess. We'll see. We'll see on Tuesday. New campaign starts this weekend. Yes. So for those of you who weren't here for the last stream, streams are going to be on a Sunday now, and they're going to be 4 till 8 o'clock my time, and 4 p.m. PST, so West Coast America time. West Coast Canada time, I should say. And we're starting Camelot this week. We're going to be playing the new mod that's called Camelot. You play as King Arthur, or you can play as King Arthur, and you have the Knights of the Round Table. You have crazy stuff. You have, Lady of the Lake. You have like proper Excalibur, I think. You have loads of fun stuff to do. So that's going to be on Sunday. So if you have enjoyed this, there'll be less showing things. We'll be playing things. We'll be playing a mod for this campaign. And then we'll probably have time to play another achievement run before the DLC comes out. So, you can always see them on VODs. I always have them listed, so if you are interested. But anyway, guys, we are going to leave it there for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I like doing these. These are kind of fun. Just as crazy as the last campaign. That one was insane. I enjoy doing these kind of watching things kind of streams. I think they're kind of fun for us to watch things. So if they do any more of these in the future, we'll do more of these. I kind of like doing them. So hopefully you all enjoy your weekend, whatever you're getting up to. If you're having fun gaming or whatever, have a good time. And if I see you on Sunday, I'll see you then. There'll be videos every day following the teasers. And then they confirmed we are getting a dev diary on Tuesday on the investiture controversy. So there'll be a dev diary video on that on Tuesday. So hopefully I'll see you then if not. So thanks for waking up early. It's all right, dude. I've got to wake up at 6 a.m. anyway for my work. So it was only half an hour earlier. Quickly doing it before I went to get the train. So it was all good. But hopefully you enjoy the teasers. We'll see what that is on Tuesday as well. I'll do a video when I'm home from work on Tuesday. So it'll be like 5 or 6 hours after the announcement, but I'll do a video about it. And to be honest, I'm going to see what it is, whether I'm going to cover it on the channel, because I'm not going to cover it if I don't think I'll enjoy playing the game. So I'll see what it is. And then I might do Dev Diary coverage for it. I'll see whether I think it's something I'll play or not. And then we'll just wait for Stellaris 2, which I will cover on the channel probably. But anyway, we'll leave it there for today, guys. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and just enjoy the videos in the future. And I shall see you on Sunday if you're here. If not, I'll see you next time.